I didn't pay my dues, they shut me off. I've got the blood bank blues. How could they refuse to give me a pint or two? I'm sick and tired of being treated so. All I really need is a little typo. I've got the blues. Those old blood bank blues.
I got the blood bank blues.
When the red corpuscles meet with the white, it makes for a wonderful treat. You can keep your filet and your top of the round. That is just my meat. All of the living banks close in the afternoon, but that is much too soon. But for the vampires' trust, it is a midnight must, when the moon is full and new. All deposits and withdrawals then must be done after 10. I've got the blues, those old blood bank blues. Let me in, wee-oo. I'm dry as a bone.
Polly Blend.
To where I'll send your wings. The reason that my blues, they did start, Boris put a stake in my teller's heart. I don't get it out before the sun is high. How will I ever fly? I've really got the shakes, my wing membrane aches. How will I make it?
Polly Blend.
Who is the boss of the local Red Cross? I'd like to know his name. If he just doesn't give a heck, I'll put the bite to his neck and lose my blues. Those old blood bank blues. Let me in, you. I'm dry as a bone. Go away before I sing your wings. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Darn it, I said wee-oo. Doesn't anyone know popular music?
When the moon arises in the western sky and the vampires are out on the sly, at times they have trouble finding necks to bite. That's why I concocted my new delight, my riboflavin-flavored, non-carbonated, polyunsaturated blood. Drac came to me one night at 12 and said the blood bank had no blood on the shelf. I exclaimed, don't fret, I'll give you a fix of my newly regenerated mix. I gave him riboflavin-flavored, non-carbonated, polyunsaturated blood. Gives you quick relief, you see, from fang aches and corpuscle deficiency. And after consuming my laboratory brew, it'll make a new vampire of you.
It's got corn oil added, only 1 calorie, polyunsaturated blood.
Drac enjoyed my brew without a hitch. Now he's one of those who'd rather fight than switch. If you're biting more necks, enjoying it less, try my new non-carbonated mess. My riboflavin-flavored, non-carbonated, polyunsaturated blood. Promote perspiration odor. It puts bad breath in ghouls. Why, our group had 21% fewer fangs. I got it, Pally. It makes a great Bloody Mary, too. Frank, you ought to try one of these things.
I've got the blood bank blues. I didn't pay my dues. They shut me off. I've got the blood bank blues. How could they refuse to give me a pint or two? I'm sick and tired of being treated so. All I really need is a little typo. I've got the blues. Those old blood bank blues. When the red corpuscles meet with the white, it makes for a wonderful treat. You can keep your filet and your top of the round. Blood is just my meat. All of the living banks close in the afternoon, but that is much too soon. But for the vampires' trust, it is a midnight must when the moon is full and new. All deposits and withdrawals then must be done after 10. I've got the blues, those old blood bank blues. Let me in, wee-oo. I'm dry as a bone. Go away or I'll singe your wings. The reason that my blues, they did start, Boris put a stake in my teller's heart. I don't get it out before the sun is high. How will I ever fly? I've really got the shakes, my wing membrane aches. How will I make it tonight? Who is the boss of the local Red Cross? I'd like to know his name. If he just doesn't give a heck, I'll put the bite to his neck and lose my blues. Those old blood bank blues. Let me in, you. I'm dry as a bone. Go away before I sing your wings. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Darn it, I said wee-oo. Doesn't anyone know popular music?
KTRD, home of the Polyester Blend Network, is now on the air. Welcome to another broadcast day. Polyester Blend Live streams Mondays at 8 o'clock over the internet from the Schledio in Salt Lake City, Utah. It is also simulcast from UHF station KTRD, 299 MHz frequency from Hastings Dip in Utah's West Desert. As Polyester Blend Network and KTRD starts its broadcast day, we ask you to join us as we dissect, try to understand, poke fun, and also share our love of this strange Utah existence. But before we get to the live broadcast, let us see what's on the Polyester Blend Network and KTRD schedule tonight. At 11 p.m., in honor of Halloween night, Polyester Blend goes into the depths of public domain theater to show you a place that has wrought some of the worst destructive things that the world has ever seen. It's time to go into public domain theater, a look at Dugway Proving Grounds from back in the day. Take a look.
I had one more visit to make before returning to Washington, to the large test site of the Corps at Dugway Proving Ground, Utah. Here, the Chemical Corps holds field trials to determine the effectiveness of CBR munitions. The trial runs conducted at Dugway duplicate the actual conditions in the event of emergency. sampling devices, positioned throughout the test area, yield valuable information to chemical core researchers. Also at Dugway is one of the processing stations for atomic wastes established by the Department of the Army. Use of the atom has resulted in the accumulation of hazardous radioactive wastes in many areas. The Chemical Corps collects and processes this waste material and ensures its effective and permanent disposal. For the safety of everyone, the wastes must be controlled.
That's what's on KTRD tonight after Polyester Blend, our flagship show. As we say here on KTRD, we drop the goods. But first, some inspirational words.
Utah? What a pity. Peace out. Rock and roll. TikTok, time to rock.
Whoa. Whoa. We're doing a show? We're doing a show? I just woke up. I had the craziest dream. I just had the craziest dream. I dreamt that we're doing a show on a holiday, and it's happening because we can't be stopped. It's for the completists. Because we know you need a friend. And that's why we're here for you every Monday, no matter what. It's Polyester Blend, a live Halloween edition. Halloween. Sure. Oh, no one ever thought it could be done. No one ever thought it could be done, but it can. That's why we do this. There's the look. Oh, the Schladio here on a Halloween night, spooky night.
This is scary. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear.
This is really scary. There's no Bradford tonight? I didn't get the memo.
There's no Bradford. There's no viewers. There's nobody. It's just us,
you and
dude.
me.
It's just you and me, dog. We don't got Facebook going. Do we want to get Facebook going? You want to get Facebook?
Sure, let's get Facebook going.
We might get some weirdo. Might get some luscious.
We have zero viewers on YouTube.
I think we have 0 viewers on YouTube.
Well, everyone's watching the damn jazz game or trick or treating, man.
Hey man, I gave us an out. I was like, we don't have to.
What do you think? I mean,
I like having fun. I like hanging out with you. I like hanging out with everyone, and I like having a good time.
I like hanging out with you too.
It's just us two.
It's just us
Us two hanging out.
I mean, yeah. We should have just done a jazz post game. You know, like maybe that's the thing. When it's on Halloween and there's a jazz game, we just do a jazz post game.
And
show.
Monday Night Football and everything.
I know. Remember when there was the pandemic and there was nothing going on?
I know.
When we had no competition, it was awesome.
It was a great time. I still love it. I mean, it's just God bless. God bless.
Oh, the show's as good as it's ever been.
I mean, it's humming on all cylinders here, Clay. It's humming on all cylinders. Let's see where we're at. Where we got? We got nobody in the chat. Let's go to this over here. What do we got? Oh yeah, big donuts across the board.
I didn't get anybody. Like nobody asked if where's the show tonight?
Yeah, no one, because they're all busy doing
it is
shit.
Halloween. I think people just assumed we were doing the show because it's Halloween.
Well, Bradford was like, "I'm out. Don't rely on me, guys." Even though he's the big
straight up out. He didn't even. That wasn't even in the Polyester Blend official text thread.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was. He said, "I'm out."
He said he was like, "I can't, guys. I forgot. Guys, I forgot. I'm busy." But I was like, the thing that Ryan Bradford is, this guy lives for horror. His birthday month, he's a big horror guy. He did the horror trivia in San Diego. I thought he would be all about it. I was gearing up for a fun one. And then, I mean, we're still, we can make whatever we want it to be. Doesn't have. We could break format. We could ditch all plans, Clay. We could ditch all plans.
Just bring up the Jazz game on illegal streams, and we could just do a play-by-play of the fourth quarter.
I mean, I wonder if I could do it in a way. No.
I mean, have you been watching this game? It's been pretty incredible. So that's just as a testament how much I love this program. I was willing to turn off the fourth quarter of a Jazz game.
Well, you watch? Don't you have multiple screens? God knows. I mean, here in the Schledio.
God knows you do.
I got multiple screens here. You know this.
I mean, if there's any way we can get this show permanently blocked on YouTube, it's to rebroadcast an NBA game.
Let me see.
On illegally streaming on YouTube while we rebroadcast.
Do you think how long until we get? I mean, who gives a shit? And it's not like anyone's watching this. Let's see how long we can get away with it. I'm gonna
let's do it.
Okay, you vamp here for a second. Here.
Okay. What, I'm not sure what vamping means. Is that kind of like vampiring?
Yourself, give your thought.
It's vampiring is Halloween. So, I mean, dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Everyone's at their Halloween parties drinking their little potions and shit.
All right, the clock's ticking. The clock is ticking, Clay.
Okay, well, that's how you're rebroadcasting. You can't share the screen and pin it so I can watch it, or am I just going to bring it up on my own screen?
Do you see where it is, Clay? Do you see where it is?
I see where it is.
The best I think this is the best we can do to avoid us to avoid being blocked completely.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to do it. Or I wonder. I'm very interested.
So, have you been following this game at all?
No, give me the. Hey, by the way, everyone, we're a little bit of.
It's been in. Going straight to sports roundup.
I mean,
but sports, we're like, this is sports live up.
True. This is the most like of the second of the moment Clayton sports roundup we've ever had. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we're gonna have to kind of watch it like that, Clay. Sorry.
It's
the best we're gonna do.
What you got here is
Are we still live? Oh my god, we're still live. We're gonna get shut the fuck down. Okay, we're not making money off of this.
No, but we don't have the express written consent.
No, but we don't need that because we're not actually watching it. We're watching a horror movie. I don't know.
Oh, it's a 22-point blowout.
So talk about it. What's going on here, Clay?
What you got is a team that's heavily expected to compete in the Western Conference above Memphis with their ginormous superstar Ja Morant. Playing a rare home-and-home back-to-back in the NBA. That simply doesn't happen. So typically, the NBA doesn't schedule you to play the same two teams back-to-back at home. Same team back-to-back at home. Never happens. This year, the Jazz, for some inexplicable reason, have that in their schedule. They played Memphis. They played Memphis on Saturday night, and now they're playing again on Halloween, Monday night. And this team was expected to compete for Western Conference, and the Jazz were widely considered supposed to finish last in the whole league. And we beat them on Saturday night. Now we're up by 21. And there's a couple other wrinkles. There's some near scuffles here. I saw some highlights of the first half. Memphis is a very, very physical team, so they're not the kind of team that's gonna like wilt and go away. You know, they're gonna scrap and get pissed when they're losing. And also then there's the whole thing that Mike Conley at 35 years old, he was a 13 season 13 season vet of the Memphis Grizzlies, and holds records in every statistical category for the team. So that's another interesting ruffle here, but I mean the real fact of the matter is the Jazz are just more incredibly exciting to watch this year so far. And I know we're only 10 games in the season, but yeah, that's 1/8 of the season.
And we should have been. I remember how much I loved that last team we had, and they were garbage. I mean, what is this?
It wasn't that they were garbage. It's
Garbage.
that the expectations were so high.
That's what.
That they took and they couldn't deliver, so it took all the fun out of the game. And there's a bunch of guys that didn't quite get along.
Yeah, that sucks. That's always a bummer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Polyester Blend. We famously are one of the tightest groups ever.
Oh, totally. Never a sideways word. Except for that one time I passed out during the show and you called me the next day.
Well, you passed out during the show.
Can you pass out after the show?
I just need you to last the entire show. That is your time after the show. PBL.
That was the height of the pandemic. I was in a bad.
Yeah. Oh God, we've all been in those places.
Wow. There's these highlights running for you.
No, I'm blown away. It's working so far. I can't believe this. I'm not gonna jinx it.
Look at this. I mean, marketing.
Oh, swish!
Just splash.
Clay,
spank.
Clay, you know what I see?
Splish. The Jazz have wildly overperformed, and I think
Clay, we got a lot of show. Rate a play, Clay.
I thought we were gonna just watch the rest.
I know. I just forgot that I had that gift. I'm like, that's a ridiculous thing to say.
That's
right
pretty
now.
good. How many viewers are we? Are we up to?
We got one, baby.
Oh, it's probably me.
Oh.
Yeah, but we got Jeremy Matthews in the house.
Jeremy, just join the show. Just join it. I put the Zoom link in there. You've got the Zoom. Just join the show. We're off the rails, Jeremy.
I think we need to go easier on ourselves when it's a holiday.
Yeah, that's true.
Zero
promotion. I just gotta do one extra level. But we should announce here, Clay, that you're about to embark on Clay Europe.
Euro Clay, you can call it.
Euro Clay! Let's see what comes up when I get Euro Clay.
So let me do some math here. So the flight from Salt Lake to Amsterdam direct.
Oh, here we go, buddy. I found your
Euro Clay?
Yes, I did. This is the official sponsor of your trip, which I hope you will promote whenever you're on the show. And you're, when you're in Europe, I need you to, I just need you to promote this. Let me find it for you. What the hell's the thing? Oh, here it is. Clay, when you are in Europe, please don't forget to give out a big shout out to your sponsor of European Clay Adventures. Of course, it is Euro Clay, which is the, of course, the European-style clay surface for all tennis courts. Synthetic clay and grass courts, Clay. Euro Clay. Get your Euro Clay. Support Euro Clay. Euro Clay is, of course, a proud sponsor of Clay going to Europe. Euro Clay loves Euro Clay. So if you need to pick up any Euro Clay, please do. They are officially sponsoring Clay's European trip. Get them at info@euroclay.co.uk, Clay.
I land at about 8:45 Salt Lake time, so I might be able to call in, right as I land, as I'm walking through the Amsterdam airport. So my first time in Europe ever, I'm just gonna call into the program and stare at my phone.
It'd be amazing if we could successfully get you to be able to do the quiz from there.
And then one of my last days in Europe will be another Monday. So maybe, I might be able to spend some amount of time on the program. In each,
It'd be nice. It'd be because we'll have contingency plans. Now you're going to be. Are you also gone? the week after that? Meaning
No. I'll be back like just a couple days after the show. Just a couple days after my birthday.
Oh yeah, because we're not going to be doing Black
Yeah. My birthday will be on Tuesday. This year, you're right, a day after, because the show was on my birthday last year.
Oh yeah, so it's on the 8th.
Yeah.
Your birthday's the
15th.
15th. So wait, the next Monday you're gone. The 14th, are you gone too?
Yeah, I'll be in Amsterdam. It'll be my last couple days in Europe.
So 7 and 14, the next 2 weeks will be Tribe of Ryans. Is that what I'm hearing?
With hopefully some sporadic pop-ins
Okay,
by
thank
your
God.
man.
All right.
Coming in live. You know,
I want
I'd like to
whenever
come
you
in live.
could. God bless. I want this. I love to hear this. I love to have this be a part of what's going on. I'm just trying to make sure I know what to plan for. Because any sprinkling of clay, Euro clay, will be fantastic. Just like the fine people at Euro Clay will sprinkle the finest clay and grass onto your tennis courts. Euro Clay. So, okay, well, that'll be fun. How was trick-or-treating, by the way?
That was great. You know, it was the first time I've ever taken Charlie into the hallowed grounds of the greater Federal Heights neighborhood to go trick-or-treating. It was a sight to behold. There's been a thing where I believe there's been a great division where it used to be like kids would trick-or-treat in some neighborhoods. Now kids only trick-or-treat in certain neighborhoods. So you have trick-or-treating deserts and trick-or-treating like infestations. Like I saw thousands of kids trick-or-treating, and then when I dropped Charlie off at his mom's house, block from my house, here in the 9th neighborhood, they said that they had 0.
Dude, we were barely anything here in Rose Park.
Yeah. We're all in Federal Heights getting that full size, bro. It's like king size, man. We gotta get that king size.
It's a bunch of shit, dude. It's a bunch of shite. It's a bunch of shite.
Well, what we have here is a classic case of an interview or a review of the call.
Who's that guy?
That is a NBA referee.
No, I was asking about the guy with the blonde hair and the headband from the Jazz.
Oh, that's Kelly Olynyk. He's great.
Is he new?
He's like the new, I would say, Joe Ingles.
I love it.
Tall, Canadian, physical.
Love it.
Talk shit, pops threes. He's about 3 inches taller than Ingles, though, and he's big.
I love it. I love it already.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that the Jazz are blowing out Memphis after beating them on Saturday, this is why we play sports. I mean, you gotta play the game.
Well, and if you're gonna, but my thing, Clay, is like, we are supposed to be rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
We are supposed to be getting draft picks.
We are getting draft picks, though. We traded for a bunch of draft picks
from other teams, though. But I just thought.
So do we have to have the number 1 draft pick to have a successful rebuild? No,
we do not. But isn't it better?
Not necessarily. Plenty of draft picks never pan out. You know,
fair enough.
You never know. You got to win with the team you got, and if the team, now they have, I feel like they have a great team with 14 future first-round draft picks. I think they're going to be okay. The question is, if they can get more draft picks and have a worse team this year, do they do that? As in, trade their veterans, because they have like 3 or 4 veterans on the team right now that their trade value is just skyrocketing right now. So like Mike Conley's trade value right now is much higher than it was before the season started.
I love
it. Do you trade him for more assets and have a worse team this year?
I'm on the record. I've always felt I think this is a wash year. We've got probably 2 to 3 more wash years, if not 5. Get whatever we can get, Clay.
Our team is competing and very good. Exciting to watch.
Buddy, we're 10 games in. Now, I will say the thing that they might have not realized is they got too good of a coach, and then these players are motivated. You got them motivated.
Yeah.
Do we want that, though? I'm just saying, do we want that?
What do? You blow a season for a possible first-round draft pick and it doesn't work out?
Got to get a generational player, dude.
Yeah,
We gotta get
Get a
generational.
generational player who blows his knee out in the first game of the season. That can happen.
Oh. Are we doing Zion? Is that what you're doing right now? You
I'm
doing
just
Zion?
saying, yeah, you could be Greg Oden. You never fucking
Oh,
know,
Greg
man.
Oden. Oh, brutal.
Like, it is not, nothing is guaranteed in this world. What is guaranteed is the team you have.
It's true.
And I'm a firm believer you play to win. Like, that is what you play to win with the team you have. If the GM decides to make your team worse to make it better down the road, then you try to win with that team.
It's true.
Like, the whole idea of, like, losing to get a better first-round draft pick, I think that's cancerous to the culture of a team.
Well, what if my whole philosophy is I want that cans? Give me that cans, dude. I need that cans. I'm looking for cancer, baby.
Yeah, but we're not gonna. You know, we got JC on. We got JC 00 on our team, man. We're not gonna suck.
I don't know. I like this. I mean, so far I have not watched any game. You know the strategy of a basketball game more than I do. Or the
You have not watched.
I haven't
any-
watched any game yet. Every time I'm like, oh, the shit, the Jazz are playing. You guys are like, oh my god, and it's like over, and I'm like, shit, I haven't watched a game in full yet. Plus, I'm also like, put it right in my veins. Every hockey game, I'm very much just solid. Plus, I got World Series. There's too many sports right now. There's so much sports. So much sports.
I agree with you there. There's a lot of sports happening right now, but like you would think like the amount of text you saw in the dude's text thread, you would know like this excitement is not feigned. It's the real deal.
I have not watched a game though, so this is the closest I'm getting to actually watching a game. So I'm loving this is actually coming to be.
This guy number 23 right there, Markkinen. Look at the crowd going berserk.
Oh, look at this. We got failed. We got from the capital of not being a part of the show of Northern California. Did he bleach his hair like fucking Eminem? Doing Eminem over here?
Boys.
Oh!
I can't stay long.
Oh!
I can't stay long, but I wanted to drop in and say, hey, I love you both.
I love you. I love
He's
you.
coming in sideways.
I know, you're coming in sideways. It's
Oh, shit.
unbelievable.
Hold on.
Dude,
hold
this
on.
is how much the show just sucks without you, dude. We're just watching it. People are watching us watch a basketball game.
All we're doing is watching the Jazz, Bradford.
Oh, damn. Sorry, guys. I'm
You're looking
Quite
good though. You're
drunk.
looking-
I'm Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance, circa 2006.
Wow.
This is my costume.
Well, Ryan, have fun.
I'm in a bedroom somewhere in Jessica's friend's house. And
Did you do that did you like permanently dye your hair for this costume?
I sure did.
Oh my god.
By the way, Ryan, next week Clayton is going to be in Europe. Euroclay is in full effect. If you can see on your screen there, Euroclay is sponsoring Clayton's adventure to Europe. That's Tribe of Ryan's for 2 weeks, dude. So you better get your fun out of your system. It's hard work. The next 2 weeks.
I will not be any fun until then.
Yeah, get your shit together, all right? You piece of shit. Just get your life together. But I'm so glad you popped
Can
on.
Yes, I love you guys, and I miss you both, and I miss all the PBL listeners, and
they're just piling in right now. They heard.
Yes, producer Rob takes question one. Gurky takes question two.
I love it. Okay, I'm writing that down.
Judge Jeremy takes question three, and Ryan Schlegel takes question four.
Oh my god!
I got you, buddy. I got you.
Clayton, you
I'll take question five. Yeah, I'll answer it
So
to the best of my ability.
Ryan, you're officially giving your proxy this week. You're giving your proxy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ryan, I just want you to know that you're missing out on this. I just really quickly before you go, let me zoom in here a little bit. Ryan, I found in honor. This is Cache Valley Bigfoot, my friend. Cache Valley Bigfoot. It's a whole series of books about how Bigfoot lives in Cache Valley. I wrote questions specifically for you, but just watch the quiz later.
Can we save them? Can we?
Tribe of Ryan.
Okay, I'm very excited.
Well, Clay might be able to. Clay's
I'm
going to
sorry.
join the show every week. Just we don't know when, so it's
I
hard.
will, I will target the quiz time as a time to join the show.
Ryan, really quick for point 0.05. Ryan, for .05, the smell of Bigfoot is described as what? If you get it for 20 points, Ryan, 20 points. What is described in one sentence the smell of Bigfoot?
Burnt hair and Jolly Ranchers.
Oh God, so Ryan, I'm so sorry to say this is sad because I love that you get to hear this, even though Ryan, the actual smell of Bigfoot is described as a skunk mixed with garbage or rotten substances. I'm sorry, Ryan. So
It's like so many smelly things.
I know. Have you ever smelled Bigfoot? You could smell them in the Cache Valley, which you'll know more about.
I've not been in Harry and the Hendersons, so no.
Cache Valley Bigfoot, a topic of tonight's Utah City Quiz, or we might push it next week. All right, Ryan, I love you. Go back, have
Hey guys,
fun.
I love you. Happy Halloween,
Bye,
guys.
man.
Happy Halloween,
Bye.
buddy.
Bye.
Nerd.
This is like old school, Clay. This is just you and I.
It's chaos, man.
Chaos, right?
Chaos reigns.
We are just.
Speaking of that, can we take a break for the? Well, the game's got a couple minutes. I was thinking maybe let's do some music, man. Take
right.
a little bit of a PP break here.
I love it. What do you want to? Do you have a first song? I didn't see you put one in. Did you get a first song in?
I don't, but I mean, like, I could throw down a spooky song right now.
Well, tell me what to look up.
Hold on, let me Google search something.
All right, Google's a fantastic tool of the internet. I'm glad that you've learned how to use it.
I have this song I heard once that is one of the scariest songs I've ever heard. Oh, listen to this song.
Well, just tell me what to. I'll put it on this.
Well,
What's it
hold
called?
on.
Are you putting in the doc?
Yeah, this is it. Okay, where can I put in a link?
We'll just put it in the doc. Do you have the doc open?
I haven't even touched the doc. Dude.
Oh, Maron!
I told you, man. It's been chaos, dude. It's been Halloween. I
man.
do some things,
I
man.
can't
Hold
believe
on,
we
let me-
even committed to the show. I have all this shit in here. We got people, got My Chemical Romance fans out there. Ryan Bradford, who knew?
At least he popped in. That's pretty spectacular.
That was great. He ran away.
And we love the show. I mean, normally we would, if we didn't
I
love
know.
the show,
I
we
get
would
it.
just say fuck this.
Maybe we just need to. I just always get excited when it's on a holiday because it's like it's on a holiday. But then in truth, it's like, maybe we should always avoid holidays.
Or maybe just like, hold on. Yeah, let's see. The song is. Do you see this YouTube link I'm putting in the chat in the doc?
Oh, I got it, baby. I got it.
Hold on. Make sure it's this one. It's that one. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Copy and paste that. The name of this song is "Just Keep Walking."
By Ambrose.
Yeah,
I
think it probably came out in the late 20s, early 30s. And if you could tell me what's going on in this song, I don't know, but it's super creepy.
I love it. I'm gonna play it. Let's just. I'm just gonna leave it on the Clayton Sports Roundup screen so those who are watching the game can finish it.
Cool.
Mute yourself, Clay. I'll mute myself. We're gonna
We'll
do
do
a 2-song set. This is Clay's pick.
Looking forward to yours.
I can't. Well, mine is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do an audible. We're gonna do goof. Well, I'm gonna do a goof song. All right, buddy. We're gonna do 2 songs, spooky songs. Keep watching the game. We'll be right back. I'm just gonna make sure Clayton's song. You can see what it is as you're listening to it, so you know. Ambrose, keep on walking. Keep on walking. Clayton's pick for a spooky song. We'll be right back after 2 songs. Keep watching.
Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
When I asked my baby for a date, she said she'd rather stay at home up late. Says my cold kisses give her real cold chills, but the spooky movies always give her thrills. My baby loves the spooky movies. My baby loves those spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky movies. She said if I looked like a King Kong, a big and a hairy and a mean and strong, I might have a chance of just to compete with the thing she calls a creature from the deep. My baby loves the spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky movies. She thinks Dracula is just so fine. Says vampire just all time. She tells me I'm not just her kind. I guess the one for her is a Frankenstein. My baby loves the spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky movies.
Jazz win! Jazz win! Jazz win! Oh! Polyester Blend, good luck for that wonderful team of ours. Utah Jazz, because they, in fact, win on their first ever Polyester Blend watch. And just like earlier, it's back to just me, your old boy Schlagus. Coming to you live by himself.
Here I am. I'm
back. The Jazz win. Jazz
125,
win.
121, 105.
What's the standings? It's like 6-2.
6-2, baby.
Damn, motherfucker.
I mean, look at the love. There's just so much love. The team's so happy.
I love how loose it is. It's just loose.
They're just loose, having a good time. I mean, they were just not. They just weren't in love with the game last year, and these guys are all having a blast.
We need to get more towels when we do Polyester Blend. We need to be always draping,
I know, just like
draping
towels.
ourselves
That's
in towels.
Like happy Halloween, y'all. I'm the Gatorade ghost. They're just having fun. That's the great thing. No one expects.
We're gonna get us some PBL towels. Let's get some, just 5 PBL towels each we use throughout the show.
PBL towels.
I love it. Clay, good pick, by the way. I loved your pick.
Okay. I have never heard that version of the song.
Oh,
And I
sorry.
know-
Oh, you sent it, right?
No. That based on the title, I don't have time to quality control, but I'm gonna have to do some quality control. That's the Ambrose saying, "Let's keep walking." But there's more Ambrose. There's creepier Ambrose of songs of "Let's Keep Walking." Like, there's more. Trust me. I'm gonna try to dig up some more for pick B as time goes on.
I love it. I love it.
This could be a whole exploration of Ambrose and "Let's Keep Walking."
I mean, what do we got? Where's the situation here?
Let's just do point of order, man. Fuck it.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I put the Facebook Live in the stream.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on, let me get that situated before we do that.
I'm texting some people.
Just tell them we're doing a late night. We're doing a weird one. We're doing a weird one. Okay, you should be able to go live on Facebook now.
Okay.
Unless let's see. Did I grab the right one? I grabbed what was it in there? Now, yep, should be. All right, we should be good. People, welcome again.
My mice dying. My mice
People,
is dying.
Welcome to
We're
Polyester
good.
Blend.
I'm about to go live.
Polyester Blend satisfies that bone hunger of your dog. That bone hunger. We had to satisfy it. We couldn't walk away. We had to do this week of Polyester Blend. We couldn't possibly walk away from the clay. We got Jeremy coming in here. We will have Ray to play for the rest of the night. We must keep going, as Clayton's always said to us.
Yabba dabba dooba dabba or whatever.
And that's what we say. We looked at tonight. We looked at the situation we were in, and we were like, yabba dabba dooba or whatever. Our good friend Jeremy. Jeremy, where are you coming in live from?
I am coming in from the Matthews Parker household.
Oh, you're back in SLC.
Back in SLC. We're going to go head over to the epic yard near our house.
Oh, for
that
live broadcast?
Does a cool decoration. Yeah, live broadcast.
God bless.
Like you're going to do it now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it goes late, huh?
That's only 9:30.
Hopefully.
It's only 9:30.
It's 9:30.
I don't know. It's the unspoken rule that like trick or treating shuts down at.
That's not trick or treating. That's just
The
hanging
trick
out.
or treating shuts down, but the party don't stop.
Yeah, the spookiness doesn't stop, Clay. Janine, sound engineer.
Sorry, Janine's like, the party doesn't fucking stop, Clay. You hear me?
Keep talking to Jeremy. I gotta fix the back end.
Oh, I got to vamp again?
Oh, we're vamping.
This show's been totally chaos.
Yeah, we watched a little. It made last week's show look, slick. You guys are just like watching a jazz game or something.
Yeah, well, we don't have Bradford. He was drunk at a Halloween party. You guys are going for a walk.
I'll never found my.
I had to
keys.
trick or treat till 8:40. Will you be back in time for Utah City's quiz? You have to do it.
Oh yeah, I'll be back.
All right.
Okay.
We'll do.
You have your keys.
We're gonna do some. We got to do some work.
Let's play a game called Who Had Their Keys. We'll take action on that. Ryan, I will bet that Janine had the keys the whole time.
Oh, 100%. 100% that was the situation. My friend, I think we need to go. We need to clear the docket. We must go through. I think it's time for you and I let's just get familiar with what happened in our community with the thing we like to call point of. We must get through. Clay, this is what we do. All right. People tune on the show just to know what's going on. This was clear the docket material. I don't think we talked about this on the show. I think I was gone for this, but Clay, the idea that they're working on all these political ads, my own.
Charlie did it. When I took Charlie trick or treating today, he did an impression of a McMullen ad. It was pretty funny.
Dude, that kid, we got
Evan McMullen shits his pants. He didn't say shits. Evan McMullen poops in his underwear. Is he even a Democrat? We don't even know. Can't trust him. Vote for a Republican.
God bless that kid. He knows what the business is. Clay, but this business.
Well, how'd you like to take a train from Salt Lake City to Las Vegas?
The idea is getting a boost because of a letter UDOT sent to the federal government.
Fox 13 News political reporter Ben Winslow has more.
Utah's Department of Transportation joined with their counterparts in Idaho and Nevada, sending this letter to the federal government.
It wasn't that letter.
Ooh,
That's a graphic.
I was gonna say like, but also like, we're really doing a TV story on a letter.
By the way, they sent that letter in the metaverse. That's why it's like 3D like that. So you can only. I gotta piss.
Just like the idea of one government entity sending another government entity a letter and it being like, okay, ladies and gentlemen of the federal government, stop the presses. What do we have here? We have a letter.
Right in the middle of like, the Nevada, Nevada dot in the middle of Carson City.
Whoa! Are you saying it's an expression of interest?
Someone like in the middle of Carson City, Clay, like 50 miles away from town, a one single mail truck drives up, puts a mail piece, and then shuts the thing. And then from 3 miles away, someone walks out to their mailbox. The first time NDOT has gotten mail in 45 years.
I would like to think that also like the movie will be made about this letter, and it will be played by Tom Hanks receiving the letter.
The
letter from UDOT that says we're into the idea of high-speed rail between Salt Lake City and Los
Then it gets uncomfortable in 20 years when people are like, he shouldn't have played a letter. He's not a letter. So he can't play.
No, he doesn't. No, Tom Hanks doesn't actually play the letter. He's the federal government employee that receives the letter.
Oh, I thought he was the letter. It's like he can't play a letter.
Tom Hanks plays the letter.
Tom Hanks as the letter.
I won't do it unless it's Calibri. Calibri is the only way I'll play the letter. All right? I'm not going to do it when it's Times New Roman. Fuck that.
I'm not
no
a
serif. No serif fonts.
I'm not a single space letter. I don't know why he's Forrest Gump.
Oh my god. Oh my.
They say letters stamp as letters go. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how to do Forrest Gump.
You're doing your best. You're doing your level best, sir.
If I were Clayton, I would talk about how I hung out in a wedding celebration with the creator of Calibri.
Oh.
When with the
Wait.
And that's going to help me with a quiz answer that I'll get wrong.
Oh,
Jesus, man! Dude, he just dropped that sign. He just dropped that font. He's name dropped the font creator in the middle of our Zoom.
It's because he's the real deal.
No, his name's Eric Speakerman.
Did he show up on the show? Did we have him on the show once?
No,
that was the guy
didn't
whose
create
wedding
Calibri.
party it was.
Oh.
No, he was at Steve's wedding celebration.
I knew we had one.
I think we consulted him on an answer. If I'm not mistaken,
Wait a
we
minute.
consulted
What
him on an
the?
answer.
Wait a minute. What? Yeah, we did consult him, but
Where'd
wait a minute.
Gerke come from?
Wait a minute.
Has he been here this whole time?
No, but what the fuck? How the fuck did you get that fleece vest, dude? What the fuck's going on?
Like this?
No, I don't like that. That's what I'm saying.
Team Mitt? Is that Team Mitt for president or what?
Oh, sorry,
campaign is that?
Gerke, I forgot to tell you. Jeremy got sucked into a black hole, and so he's broadcasting from a black hole.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised this transmissions are making it out.
That's KTRD, only the finest equipment out
Do you
there.
know that?
KTRD's got some strong signals.
Do you know that in 48 states you can't wear that fleece to a party because you just would score too many members of the opposite sex or the same sex, depending on what you wanted.
I just slay.
Could you get a Team Jeb?
Please clap. Please clap.
Please clap.
All right, but back to this.
That's what Gerke says after sex.
I slay. Please clap.
Oh, baby, Jeremy from the black hole.
I was getting salty.
Ready to play. Ready to play.
All right. Go through.
Okay, guys, are you ready for some wild action?
Oh, sorry. Breaking news here. Hold on. Breaking news.
Yeah, let me see if there's.
We've got
All right.
Jeremy on the scene. I'm blowing
We
you up.
got-
Whoa!
Giant Frankenstein.
Oh shit! Oh god!
What is it? Man? What is that? Is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I looking at a picture of Mike Lee? What's going on out there?
That scared me.
Didn't get a
What
lot of
is
laughs.
it?
Didn't get a lot of laughs from that.
This is the house of
Ill repute.
our neighbor Ammon on on Kensington and 9th East. And as
Are
you
we
can
watching
see,
a
he
breaking and
always-
entering? Breaking and entering?
Yeah, Janine is breaking into the
We got a B&E live on Polyester Blend.
Yeah, we're here at
Whoa!
Oh.
Kirky, stop talking. I'm pinning Jeremy. I'm pinning Jeremy.
Yeah, this was featured by Erin Alberti, former employee
Of the Tribune.
Of the Tribune of Gerke's Haunt, but she did a piece on it for Axios. Probably just because it's a block from her house. Yeah.
Axios, your go-to for all your haunted house news.
Good fog, lot of fog. Love the fog.
Oh, you can see there's the death of print right there.
I think we need to be an all-night show, Clay. We need to be able to take off Tuesdays. It gets more interesting as time goes on. It's really good.
Like, as the later the show goes, it gets better.
Yeah, the later the show goes, like, look what we're getting here.
Like, we just
Very,
do
very subpar footage from a haunted house.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's live from a scary house and somewhere near Sugar House or kind of in Sugar House.
Kind of looks warm in though there. It looks warm.
Pretty creepy. Who knows what fate might be falling.
Does anyone there know what besides
Anyway.
I love it. Oh, it's a very impressive. It's very impressive. Tell
pride of Elpco. On Halloween night. Anyway.
Tell them they get nothing but respect from Polyheads. It's nothing but respect.
I'll let them know.
Yeah.
All right. I'll mute for a bit. So,
okay. God bless. We must continue.
This guy, oh shit.
Ready to play.
This guy's
Ready to
coming
play.
alive.
Ready to play. Mute yourself,
I'm
Jeremy.
kinda-
God bless. God bless. Ready to play.
Yep.
Ready to play. 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 Very good stuff. Gerke, did you hear about this this train? Your thoughts on the train?
I would like to come on and ride the train. Come ride it. Come ride the choo-choo train. Come ride it.
Gerg, how earlier was that?
Like, what is your thoughts, Gerke, on the idea of some local governments sending a letter to the federal government?
Here's the letter. Here, what? Wait, Gerke, this might help. Watch the letter swoop in.
Utah's department with their counterparts in Idaho and Nevada sending this letter.
Whoa! Wow!
Ooh,
there it is.
ooh.
That letter came in hot.
Let's go.
Can
Whoa!
you imagine that guy's just sitting at his desk and then the letter just arrives like that?
Yeah, he's just watching. He's like in the air. He's floating above a train, having a wonderful time. He's like, "How am I floating above this train?"
Nevada sending this letter.
Wow! Wow!
Also, everyone knows that if you want a letter to swing big nuts around Washington, D.C., you got to fold the top corner.
Got a top corner fold, baby. Sorry,
Gotta
I went big on it, Clay, so the heads won't be able to see it. But there it is, direct.
Boom.
There it is. Whoa.
Fold that
There
down.
it is, the folded. You know it's a real letter if it's folded like that.
Yeah.
It's pre-dog-eared for your convenience.
By the way, real quick, gentlemen, poll, real quick. Are you guys one of those freaks who lick their finger before they grab a piece of paper? Are you guys licking your finger? Is that still happening? You know what I'm talking?
I usually just lick the paper.
I like, I lick the LSD paper. You know what I'm talking about? The people who are like, let me look at that. Well, who's licking? I fucking these freaks.
Oh no! The licking the finger is a bureaucrat move. Like
It's a bureaucrat move. Yeah, very good licking of the fingers at the end of Spotlight. If you remember that, the lawyer who circles and confirms all the priests that he represented. A lot of licking of the fingers. Is it kind of like a subtle nod to what the priest did? I don't know. But I'm just saying, hello. I'm just saying it's right there. Clay, I'm telling you, you know how much I love Boise now. You know how much I love Boise.
Ooh, Boise.
If I could take a train to Boise.
I mean, let's face it, okay?
A train to El Cortez.
Let's face it, we all know a high-speed train between Boise and Salt Lake would be popular. And a high-speed train between Salt Lake and Vegas would be popular. But if they haven't been able to figure out a way to get a high-speed train built between LA and Las Vegas,
yeah, not a lot of hope over here. Not a lot of hope over here.
why are they going to connect some intermountain towns?
Yeah, that's true. Well, Clay, again,
I mean, I love it.
Clay,
But if it's,
just more letters need to be sent via 3D.
I mean, I just think they need to send it equal size if they really want things to get done.
Excuse me, have we considered a gondola?
Only to deliver letters, Gerke. My gondolas host no people. They only send letters. Okay,
They're
I want you to know.
suspended in air and just kind of swoop in from the side.
And don't expect your letter to get delivered if a corner isn't folded.
This letter is intended to serve as an expression of interest.
That's how Clay sends. That's how Clay sends any one of his dates he meets online.
I
He
know.
sends a letter. This letter is intended to serve as an expression of
It's on
interest.
Bumble. He's like, this is intended to serve as an expression.
I
of
want to
interest.
deliver a high-speed train.
Well, you guys know I send all my DMs by Pony Express. So.
I want to deliver a high-speed train. You know, through the tunnel.
Rudy's into it.
It only took 45 minutes for this fucking show to get good. All right,
It's so funny right now, and there's at least one person viewing.
Hey, did you guys see the Jazz game?
Hell yeah!
We watched it
the
live
girl in
on
the program.
Polyester Blend,
It
KTRD
was a
feed.
joke. It was a joke.
We
Do you see
should.
that? Do you see that new member of the Schlub Club that plays for the Memphis Grizzlies?
No.
Oh, Kenny Lofton Jr.
Oh, Kenny Lofton
Clay.
Senior's kid.
Yeah, man, he's fully in the Schlub Club.
Clay.
He played basketball at Arizona. His dad played basketball at Arizona and baseball for the Cleveland former baseball team.
Way to go. Way to
Correct.
save yourself. Way to
And-
save yourself.
He wasn't a two-sporter.
He didn't ever play professional basketball.
Clay.
He was an All-American basketball
Clay.
player.
Yeah, yo. Oh, sorry. I was breaking news. A new member of the Schlub Club didn't. Okay.
So Junior's a little bit of a tubbo, huh?
Ooh.
By the way, speaking of the Schlub Club, this guy has been welcomed to not the TPOS, but I would say the new, I think it's going to be called the Fuck Nuts, like the Total Fuck Nuts Hall of
Can we
Fame.
stop here though for a minute and like, if you teased us with that hair, like the hair at the bottom of the thing, no, just that. Oh no, just that. Like I would have expected like a douchey AlphaCon bro to show up below that hair.
No, I would have been like,
No, I thought it would like be Johnny Knoxville.
George Clooney. I think it would be very handsome. Hold on, I'm doing this. Let us do this. Let's do this. Okay, we're gonna snip it. And that is right. We have forever.
Oh, yeah.
That hair, and then we can really blow it up. I mean, that's.
I'm just jealous because I have sort of the same hair, but not quite like that.
Yeah, I'm working with 1/3.
You got that billion. Those billions of dollars will buy you a couple inches there on the front line.
You know, all those chemicals you produce, Gerke, a lot of those chemicals will radically grow things, not including forehead. But we will refer back to the Huntsman forehead for a lot of.
I mean, we could have a discussion about. I talked about this tonight with a member, possibly someone intimately familiar with the McMullen campaign.
Oh, we'll talk about it.
You're just highlighting it.
Let's look at this. Let's get inches on this thing. We're talking. It's okay. We're looking at.
Oh my god.
We're like. I'm just clicking.
Why is this show?
Protractor. No, Clay.
What is the angle? The angle looks like it's about 12.5 degrees.
Yeah, we're looking at.
Oh my god.
Clay, you dropped like, oh, I talked to a person for the McMullen campaign, and then you don't say anything about it. I'm doing ruler bits.
That's why I stopped. I was like, oh, well, obviously Huntsman's hair takes precedence.
No,
of me
talk
talking.
about the McMullen thing.
Well, I said someone possibly near the McMullen.
Whose forehead were you talking to?
Mike, he did this. I'm not surprised. A lot of people are probably surprised because for a lot of Democrats or people on the left to center, whatever, Huntsman was probably heretofore their favorite Republican. They were surprised to see this, but anybody who's followed Republican politics know it's not unexpected.
Did you just like completely recite the column I wrote the other day?
Oh, you wrote a column? You wrote a column?
That was exactly what I said.
Wait, are you a writer, Gerke?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
You know,
I didn't read the article, but I did work in the Huntsman administration. So
you know who didn't endorse? Dean Mitt.
I
Dean Mitt
know.
didn't endorse. Right there. Didn't endorse.
The fuck is
Well,
that about?
Schlegel in our friend chat brought up an interesting theory that we have not heard.
This guy's stealing all my thunder. This fucking Schlegel talking about my guy below my face. Hey, this is Huntsman's forehead. Just joining the show real quick. I think Ryan's got a great theory. I'm telling you that the lower half is absolutely trying to go for Mitt. And we will have better fleeces than that fucking Gurky's wearing right now. We'll have way better fleeces. Way better fleeces. Wow, better fleeces. Did you hear that, Gurk? That's crazy.
I don't know, man. If they have better fleeces, I'll wear one.
Shove it up your a-hole, Gurk. We're going to have top-notch fleeces on the Huntsman 4 Senator campaign. Just watch your fleece inbox. We'll be sending those probably by first class mail. You're gonna get the best fleeces. Wow.
I think there was an interesting point raised that Clayton was going to raise about a point that Schlegel raised.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to take your thunder, man. Go
This
ahead.
is Gurk. I need you to disseminate. You know the power, but I'm the brains behind the operation. Then you take it and you go and you make it work. Okay, I'll feed you the good stuff. Okay, I've got this thing above my head. It's working 24 hours a day. The best stuff. Okay, the best stuff right here. I'll feed you.
Thing above my head.
Now yes, my scalp is where most of my good.
That would not mean.
What I said was that it
your
must.
brain. The thing of
It
that's not
doesn't.
your brain is working hard.
It doesn't make sense for Romney. It doesn't make sense for Huntsman to come out. Why? Why does he need to come out? I don't understand. Why come out and do such a public thing, joining the other side? And my thought was, oh, the only reason you're doing that is to get the side that he wasn't trying to collect during the government. Well, he kind of wasn't, but he's trying to gain that Mike Lee group. So when he runs for Mitt Romney's seat, he'll get it. He's got them on their side.
I think there's not a Mike Lee group. There's just Republicans.
No, the fucking right with the Trumpers, dude. The Trumpers.
Mike Lee was like an anti-Trump dude.
What are you talking about?
Now they love the hell out of the guy.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah, Mike Lee, Clayton is right. The whole Republican Party has kowtowed. They have thrown away all their dignity in support of Trump.
It's
Mike
true.
Lee was indeed anti-Trump.
But he just did what they
during
did.
The primary.
There's no allegiances. I'm just saying there's just Team R.
He voted
No,
for Evan
yeah.
McMullin 4 years ago. I mean, that's like he was definitely anti-Trump. But then he's like gave up. He sold his soul. He gave it all up, like a cheap date on prom night. Or
Hello.
Why hasn't Evan McMullin done an ad where he says Mike Lee voted for me? I ask you to do it too.
He brought it up in the debate, but I wish he would do that because I think it's pretty effective.
Because they give him shit about voting for Biden.
Because it raises the question, and since nobody's watching, right?
No one ever watches.
It raises the question of like why he did it, and the reason he did it is because he wanted to be a Supreme Court justice. And he totally sold out any principle he had to get a little bit of play, a little bit of potential with it. I don't know what you're doing here.
I'm sorry. Just keep talking. I'm inspired by your.
It's like where he's doodling while you lay out.
It's a new format here on Polyester Blend.
It's the beauty of the blend as you get to see Ryan work his magic live.
It's a live.
It was just he wanted to be a Supreme Court justice.
He thought he might have a chance.
Well, it was the best chance he had, better than the alternative. So yeah, he sold out. You know, everybody's got a price.
Goddamn right. My price, it's all about. Oh, that's way too big. My price is whatever it costs to get Euro clay, the best, absolute best clay you can get on your tennis court. at your house. You can get that and just be a part of that. Look at that. It's fun.
Looks like a cancerous sperm.
Well, it's his tongue. That's his tongue is what I was trying to do.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. No good. No good.
Let's do a music break.
Wait a minute! What we're doing live Huntsman forehead character. He's now here.
I just have to pee. That's all I know. I have to pee. Hold on.
It's very insightful, Clayton.
Well, we're 2 hours into the show.
We're definitely not 2 hours into the show.
We're definitely an hour and 15 minutes into the show.
Let me just do. Okay, you go pee. I'm gonna do.
Because I want to hold on. Can I look for another Ambrose? Let's just real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the original because it's so good.
Well, let me. In the meantime, I was going to talk about.
Is there another?
I was going to say I'm very interested in this. Well, I don't know. Maybe we should talk about next week because I actually think this is a very serious thing. The solar farm going in Carbon County, or is it Emery County?
Emery.
It's in Emery because Kirk. That's like exactly what I've been waiting for, which is like you got to throw a bone to the people who've been based on coal, and now it's finally starting to happen.
Yeah, but they hate that because it doesn't create as many jobs because you don't go mine the sun.
But they've got,
and that's where the coal miners actually get their money.
But
you actually have something that is displacing their productivity, moving in their community, and they hate it, and they've been fighting it for years.
Again, but I totally understand, Gurky. But at the end, it's like, you better start getting something like this or anything else like this that's sustainable, because that thing that's really going to kill your jobs is the end of coal because of the end of the planet.
I mean, I agree. Get on the bus or the bus is going to run you over.
That's what I'm saying.
But
and I'm not saying it's easy when a whole community is based
for us to say that from the confines of the Schludio.
Which is completely powered by coal. It's very ridiculous. I'm saying this. I got
during the music breaks. I know you go shovel like 4 or 5 shovels full of coal into the generators, just so we can reach the Hastings Gap.
So wait, where is the dotted line the solar farm?
No, the dotted line's the bottom part of Sanpete County.
Oh, those are the county
Moore,
lines. Okay,
Moore. That
3,000 acres of Moore. Oh, which is Moore is that cutoff road.
Yes.
That weird cutoff road off the 10 that you rarely would take.
Yes.
Because you never want to be going down the 10 and head east. That would be random. But it exists, and I've been in Moore. Yeah.
Gurky, I will tell you something Rob and I talked about. And Rob, producer Rob, who's not here, God bless, he is incarcerated. He had a lot of priors he's working off, so he had about 10 days in jail. So he's working that off. But he and I were driving through Carbon in Emery, and we were debating about, like, what do you do? What do you do? Like you're saying, it's so easy to talk about how, like, when the whole community's do. But you know what we came up with, which this state would never do, and is the idea that you fucking pay for these people to go to school. You give them money from the state of Utah. The state of Utah, whoops, could you imagine government paying for this?
They're doing some of that. They're doing some of that.
On a larger scale, Gert. Come on.
But the issue then also becomes like College of Eastern Utah used to be a thing, but now it's
USU. What's going on there? Yeah.
Well, now it's a USU satellite campus, and so it's great. Like you can live in Emery County, Carbon County, go to school. It's at what used to be CEU,
right?
And it's a really great idea. But the problem is, then if you get a degree, you're not going to stay there and work there.
You get the fuck
you
out
then
of
like
there.
jump ship.
Yeah. But dude, helpers turn into a cute little community. We've all seen we've seen the photos on Pinterest.
I drove through Helper a couple weeks ago.
Gorgeous.
It's lovely, but also like they don't want tourist communities. Basically, they want something that's like high wages, like, but also sustainable, and also where they are and not where they want to move to. It's just like, good luck.
We've talked about this on the show. We've talked about this on the show when we did county quiz. We've talked about when we've done some of the communities in both Carbon and Emery. Was that for a long time it was a it still is, but like it was a Catholic, Democratic holdout in Utah until what? Bush. I think it was Bush.
A lot of
right?
Greek Orthodox.
But it was a union mining, different than the Mormon normal, and they voted for Kennedy. They voted for LBJ. They voted. I think it was Bush that was the moment it really flipped over to hard Republicans. But it's just like it's a community that, I mean, God bless. I mean, when your whole infrastructure flips on itself and is dying. I get you try to make a pipeline to Oakland Bay to sell to China. I get you try to do things, but we got to get you off. We got to get you off of this, and we're not talking that kind of off. We're talking a different kind of off. We're not going to get you off.
So if you want to I love this. If you want to do the music break, I did put Ambrose Part 5, which is the actual entry in the Ambrose series into the doc.
Who do we got? Do we have enough? Should we even try to do Utah City's quiz tonight? Should we try?
I mean, we got two guys here.
Gerke, would you take Ryan's seat? Would you take Ryan's seat?
I have taken Ryan's seat many times. And I do the same.
Okay. Well, here's what we do. Clay, I've got.
We just do the. Should we just?
I don't
do
have
a
to
music break then do the quiz.
Well, I got. Yeah.
What else we got?
I got. Yeah. I guess we could do that. Let's do that.
Well, we could also do. I mean,
you can hear me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. OBS did something funky. OBS did something funky. Do we
It's
still...
Halloween.
Jeremy's back from the black hole. Welcome back, Jeremy.
Welcome, Jeremy. All right, let's do this. Let's do a music break.
Let's just call it the expurgated version of Polyester Blend. We'll
Yeah,
do,
and then I'm gonna we'll do a rapid fire after the quiz, because after the quiz I got a rapid fire of random things to show you. Until then, we must go back to this document that Clay has clearly probably put something in right going on.
What was
OBS? See, it's doing a thing, gentlemen.
We've lost 3 viewers.
I was doing something, and now what's going on? Did you guys lose?
Viewers are coming from inside the house.
Whoa, that was weird.
Oh,
there might be technical difficulties. We might not even be able to get that much further in the show. That is weird. I don't know what was going on there. Clay, look at the YouTube. Is it going? Yeah, it's going. That was weird. I just got a bunch of weird things. All right, Clay, speaking of weird, it's Halloween. It's spooky.
YouTube's still going.
All right, we're going. Let's keep going then. Clay, you have a pick. You got something you want to throw in there. What do you got, buddy? What do you got? Oh, the Ambrose. You got Ambrose?
Yeah, I got Ambrose.
Okay, the real one. So we're doing an all Ambrose.
There's so many versions of the polyester, but I'm going in my head right now.
Okay, God bless.
Okay, oof. I was checking all the feeds. We're good.
Okay, God bless. We're good.
So that last thing. Let's keep walking.
This
is another one of those series. Listen to this, dude. This will creep you out, dude. Happy Hollow freaking Wayne.
Hello.
1958. It's a little later than I thought it was. I thought it was the 30s. It's the 50s.
Ooh.
But this lady, Linda Laurie, she's about to scare your pants off. You ready?
Love it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to play it. Then after that, I got one song from a band we all love, especially if we love German music. By the way, point of order, we'll come back to maybe some of that later on. People, 2 songs, spooky songs. We come back with Utah City's quiz. Anyone out there, reach out. The Zoom link is in the chat. Feel free to do that. Clay has got his pick. His pick is another one of these Ambrose. We got Ambrose, but it's not the one you heard earlier. It's a different one. He keeps promising kind of a spook situation. And what we want to provide for Clay is a safe space when he's got a spook situation, that we provide that space for him. Now, sometimes I need to try to find the font that I want that I just found. Sweet. I found it. I'm feeling good about it. But other times I have to make sure it's correct. And I'm doing that right now by transforming fit to screen. Here it is. Clay's pick, 2-song set. We come back. Utah City's quiz. Thanks for being here. Even though you're not a real person that I'm thanking, because no one's actually here. But
Ambrose, it's very dark in here. Ambrose, where are you? Ambrose, hold my hand. Ambrose, something's vibrating. The walls are shaking. Ambrose, we can't go on like this. Why can't we sit in the park like other boys and girls? Why do we have to walk in the subway tunnel?
Just keep walking.
Jesus.
Ambrose, when you grow up, why don't you be a doctor? You don't want to be a doctor? You want to be a disc jockey? Oh, Ambrose, you can't spend the rest of your life avoiding responsibilities. Ambrose, how many times have you been in love? Can't you ever be serious?
Just keep walking.
Ambrose, if I gave you my picture, would you carry it in your wallet? Well, if I gave you a wallet, would you? I'll put some money in it. What do you mean, how much? Honest, Ambrose, it's not that I didn't want to have the party at my house. I couldn't. My mommy wouldn't let me. She's ashamed. We haven't got a color telephone. Ambrose, what was that? Oh, Ambrose, I've asked you 1,000,000 times. Why do we have to walk in a subway tunnel?
Just keep walking.
Ambrose, maybe you'd like me better if I peroxide my hair like Eloise. Eloise, you know Eloise, your mother. You wouldn't like me peroxided.
Just keep walking.
Ambrose, just think.
But that's all that'll get you a heart attack.
Votre Jeu, s'il vous plaît. Ich mach mein Spiel. Ich hab ein Ziel. Risiko. Sowieso. Die Kugel rollt. Blech oder Gold. Rot oder schwarz. Ich treff ins Herz. Risiko. Sowieso. Alles oder nichts. Ich will. Alles oder nichts. Ich will. Alles oder nichts. Und sofort. Oder nichts, ich will alles oder nichts, gib mir alles oder nichts und sofort. Was kostet die Welt, wenn das Glück zu mir hält? Ein Lächeln und Mut, die Sterne stehen gut, Risiko sowieso. Rien ne va plus, mesdames et messieurs. Noch nicht zu spät, der Einsatz steht. Risiko sowieso. Alles oder nichts, ich will. Alles oder nichts, ich will. Alles oder nichts und sofort. Alles oder nichts, ich will. Alles oder nichts, gib mir. Alles oder nichts und sofort. Schwarz, ich treff ins Herz. Risiko sowieso. Was kostet die Welt, wenn das Glück zu mir hält? Ein Lächeln und Mut, die Sterne stehen gut. Risiko sowieso. Alles oder nichts, ich will. Alles oder nichts, ich will. Alles oder nichts und sofort. Alles oder nichts, ich will. Alles oder nichts, gib mir. Alles oder nichts und sofort. Also fort.
Also fought. I wasn't trying to just say that all German music's spooky. I picked the wrong one, but I still like it.
That's like that song could have been about anything.
I just was trying to. There's another German song I have. I'm all into that, like anything electro beat, anything early 80s, late 70s from Europe. Please put it right in my veins. And I picked the wrong song, but it's still fun. But what's spooky is that sometimes you make the wrong choice and you just have to live with it.
It's really disturbing, man.
By the way, you like that photo, Clay? You got our two guys. Our two guys spooking us. Spook!
Yeah, there was a couple quotes by, I thought for sure, the quotes by Congressman Burgess that I thought would end up in the point of order this week.
Well, see, that's the thing. There was too much to get.
Yeah, I know, like the debate where he said, "I don't take questions from the."
Okay, I'm putting the doc. I want to. I'm trying. Oh, I'm gonna make the doc the night of, because please, just throughout the week when you see something, throw it in there. Throw it in there.
Well, there, I was saying like where he refuses to take a question from the reporter of the Salt Lake Tribune because the Salt Lake Tribune is racist.
It was very salty. Very salty.
Also, there was a great quote in the Salt Lake Tribune today about the sheriff of Wayne County walked off the job.
No, what?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Okay, I want to talk about. Wait,
I wanted the quote of his replacement was, I should have said, new Wayne County sheriff : or new Wayne County sheriff on his new county : we've got meth.
Put that on the fucking pin because that's Pauline Schlegel territory. I want to talk about that. That's Teasdale. People, speaking of getting to the fun stuff, we still got one.
Ready to play?
People, hey, people didn't realize I still got it going. I still got things going on. People, I put it together. We got to do it. It's a special Halloween version. Utah City's Quiz happens even with weird shows. Utah City's Quiz happens every week because we cannot stop. It's a great fucking thing. Rate of play. People, Utah City's Quiz. Utah City's Quiz is a long tradition. I'm Polyester Blend. Wait, shit, you guys don't look.
Poly Blend.
Don't look. Guys, don't look. Oh, God, don't look. Okay. People, long time here on Polyester Blend, we've been doing a thing called Utah City's Quiz. A game between Clayton and, what is that? Wait a minute. There is no Ryan. And in fact, Clay, don't let that score freak you out. You are, in fact, at 36, tying Ryan.
Ryan sounds like he's in a hole.
Ryan, we're losing your audio here.
Yeah, you got pulled into the Jeremy Matthews black hole.
That one thing where it doesn't sound live, sounds like, or it doesn't dedicate bandwidth to your voice. Something else is sucking the bandwidth out, man.
I'm gonna figure it out. There's a problem. There's a problem.
Go ahead.
Does it sound horrible still?
Yeah, it sounds better.
No, there's something wrong, gentlemen.
Bring it up. Here we go.
It's getting better.
People.
There we go.
Is that better?
That's what we were looking for.
I don't know what happened. I honestly,
sweet, dulcet tones of your voice.
Honestly, don't know what happened, gentlemen. Who knows what happened? But you can hear me now. You're feeling good, right?
Absolutely.
Can you hear this? Did that come through? Oh, you guys didn't hear that.
No.
Uh-oh. I know
a little record scratch?
Yeah, I know what it is.
It sounded muffled.
Guess what? No. This is what drives me nuts, guys. It drives me nuts. There's all these little things. Can you hear this?
No, it's kind of in the background.
Nothing. We also could just be old.
I heard a thud.
That's just the old ticker about to fall apart. Just the old ticker. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I mean, this is just a nightmare. I mean, everything's a nightmare. Every week there's bings and bongs. There's updates.
I think this show's haunted.
No, we want this. We want that. We want this. See, that's what the problem is. Now you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, right. And now you can hear.
No. No. No.
No.
No.
No. Let's just do it.
I mean, you could just say bump bump, but out loud.
He's probably got some video clips. I think he's got some video.
No, I don't have video. It just drives me up the fucking goddamn wall. When this piece of shit, when this fucking piece of shit over here thinks it's better
This
than me.
guy over here.
When it thinks it's better than me. When it thinks it can take over. When it thinks it can be better than what we do. We do this every week on Polyester Blend. And to get this ridiculous, to get this fight from it. You know what I mean? To get this fight from it. Drives me nuts. We'll just have to deal with it, gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Because watch this. If you're watching the show, you'll see. And I just don't think you guys are getting it. Oh, I wonder if it's this. Let me try this. Let me try this. Nothing. All right, people, we must keep going. We must keep going. Well, we don't want that. People, we must keep going. It's Polyester Blend. We must just get through this horrific disaster. We must see it all the way through. I don't know why you guys are getting all the things. It's driving me nuts. I don't know why. It makes me so sad. Can you hear the music a little bit?
No.
I thought we could hear the music when you're playing the Utah Cities quiz music.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, we could hear that.
Yeah, we've been able to hear the music.
That's just so interesting.
So it's just the soundboard, it seems like.
That didn't work either.
So we can't hear Clayton doing the Seinfeld bass riff.
I hear the yabba dooba dooba dabba or whatever.
What a bummer. All right, we're gonna have to just move on. We must move on from this. What a fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
This has been another installment of Troubleshooting Live with the Polyblend.
It's just like it just doesn't make any sense. That's what drives me nuts. How about that? What if we switch it? Ooh, we could do that. Well, no, but it should be 3 or 4. Anyway, all right, what's going on? You guys can hear me. That's the wait. Can you hear? Can you hear?
Some background music.
Okay, but can you hear this?
Yes.
Okay, we're good then. We're good. Could you hear this?
Yeah, no, I'll send the
Yeah, don't get me started on the ridiculousness of what that entailed. People, it's time for Utah Cities Quiz. Utah Cities Quiz, a game between Clayton and... Ooh, wait a minute. No, not Ryan. It's time for Clay. It's time for Gurky to take over. Gurky, you have had a very shady, a very dubious history of doing this quiz. Not a lot of success, true or false? False! You have had a lot of problems. You're not good at this.
Define true.
Gurky, you have been a part of it. That's what we'll never take away from you. You have been a part of it. And that's what we really want to get to the bottom of. This is your time to show that maybe you should be the guy who does this goddamn quiz, who's in charge of all this shit. We'll find out. In the meantime, you're just taking Ryan's seat. It is 36-36. Clayton in purple, Ryan in yellow, but for this week's purpose, it is Gurky in yellow, 36-36. We must see what happens. Last week, if people weren't available, and there is no one watching, so why does it matter? But if you were to be a historian, a completist of Polyester Blend, last week, Clay, you came through big time for yourself, showing yourself you can do it. That means you got to go first in what we like to call the guessing of which community we are doing this week. Now, did you guys see the screen earlier? Does everyone know what we're actually doing?
No.
No one saw the screen. I thought someone would have said something. Well, let's do it then. Clay, for .025. We didn't get to it in point of order, so you have no idea, but I think I brought it up earlier. We're doing Cache County. Cache County. What community in Cache
I feel like
County?
I've done a lot of Cache County.
But I am doing a Halloween-based city. So try to think of Halloween-y type, and I'm not talking sausage. I'm just saying what's a Halloween style area in Cache Valley that I would do. I'm working off of its name. Go for it, Clay, for .0025.
We've done, my point is we've done so many.
Try, baby. Try. You just give it your best. Halloween based.
I think it's probably a city I don't know about. That's the problem. Because whenever
5,
we say
4,
whenever
3.
we say, I say Providence.
Providence. Gerke, Halloween-based community in the Cache Valley, Cache County. What do you think it is?
Frankenberry.
Guys, I hate to say it. I wish Ryan was here this week. It's actually Santa Clara. No, I'm sorry. Gentlemen, no, of course, we're going to go with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Well, goddamn it.
I just thought about that when you said
Dr. Jekyll and motherfucking son of a. And then
not Wolf
fucking.
Creek.
I know it.
Hyde
That's
Park.
what I did last week. Hyde Park. Dr. Jekyll, Hyde Park.
I know Hyde Park.
I had to, Clay. I had to.
Why didn't I think of that?
I know. But I thought of it for you when I looked at all the lists of the communities, and I was like, we're doing Hyde Park because of Dr. Jekyll and Hyde Park. So, Clay, you win last week. You get a chance to go first in question number 5 because we do 5 questions plus a bonus. 1 full point for the person who gets the question asked first. 0.5 for the person who goes after. Clay, my thing, though, is, you know this, we do a coin flip for who goes first in question number 5. Clay, you've got old school flippy thing, or what used to be tiny penny, now large slow penny.
I'm going new penny.
New penny!
Because I used to be on a heater.
know, you were on a
I was
heater.
a long time heater. Switching things up. We're going new penny heads. New penny heads.
New penny heads. Excuse me, Ryan.
Excuse me, I like
Ryan,
new
can I
penny
get
heads.
new penny hands? Can I get new penny hands?
Achievement unlocked.
Yes, you
Baby
can,
steps.
Clay! Yes, you can, sir! You absolutely can get new penny heads. Clay, you put... Oh! Maybe you're a penny guy now. You get a chance.
Where? Excuse me. Can I
Click
get
to
new
reset
penny
menu.
heads?
Click to menu. Click to reset full screen. Click to full screen. Click to turn off sound. Full screen. Click to turn off sound. Full screen.
Click to flip.
Click to turn off sound. Click to reset.
All right, everybody, as we do every week, we want to make sure these contestants are up to date on everything Hyde Park, so we give them an oeuvre.
Oh my God, I love a good oeuvre.
We love a good oeuvre. This one is for both of you.
I love this.
First
YouTube.
of all, how do we pronounce it?
Hyde Park, Utah. Hyde Park, Utah. A great place to visit. Hyde Park, Utah.
That's right, everybody. Hyde Park, Utah. Hyde Park, Utah. Let's check something else. This one goes out to the judge, even though I don't know why I say that. I will just say, gentlemen, 1,344 views from March 10th, 2022. Kicking our ass. Sit back and enjoy.
It's the Mav. Love a good Maverick video.
Now, how much work do we do every week in the show? We do so much work.
This camera work got more views than us.
1,344 views.
What do we do? What's wrong with our SEO, dude?
What are we doing? We're watching Jazz Game live. That's probably why.
Well, it's got a Maverick in it, Then it's a newer store.
That's from
People wanna
YouTube
see that,
channel.
even-
YouTube channel 3520 Fun, 1,000 viewers. Oh, they're doing like a lot of football stuff. That's why. They got a lot of football stuff. Gentlemen, the next one is a very racist video, but we'll watch the beginning just for fun. 21 minutes. This is actually a very interesting document from 1975. By the way, if you can guess the band, it was going to be my question. Guess the artist, the band that music plays in the beginning. This is from 1974, 75, and this is Hyde Park. Hold on, am I playing it back 2-speed? No. May 1975. Anyone know that artist?
It sounds to me like Leonard Skinner.
Okay.
That was going to be my guess, but I'm going to guess the it's the what band? What's his name? Is it the what band?
Yes, it is the what band.
God damn it!
Our Heritage, is that the name?
Eric Clapton, gentlemen. Eric Clapton.
Oh, it's Eric Clapton.
This is actually like PBS
Kinda
level.
groovy.
Yeah,
It's not too bad.
PBS level stuff. Hyde Park, hide them, don't park them. Hide them, don't park them. And then it quickly does this kind of fun style. Kids having fun, dancing in Hyde Park. Kind of fun,
It looks
right?
like a Polly Blend music there.
It totally does. Now this kid goes, look, it's a ward house.
Would you mind all sitting down? We really need to get started on this Heritage Art thing.
All stills, but then audio. I like it. And then the kids are kind of like, oh, we should do something about the history of Hyde Park. And the guy's like, oh, I need your help. And they're like, well, you'll think of it. You'll think of it, dude. And they all leave, and then he's by himself.
The people of Hyde Park were gathered as usual on Sunday, September 28, 1862, when word was brought to them by William Hyde, Jr., that a band of horses were run off by a group of northern Indians. The meeting...
Kind of like...
Oh, boy.
But guys, guess
I
what?
know where this is going.
Guess where it gets fun? And let's go to... Red Face! That's right. The entire community. He decides to redo an old-timey silent film.
This is a family film.
I think it's a ward. I think it's a ward.
Oh, it's like a road show.
Yes, and it's actually kind of technically and like for 1975.
Yeah, for the 70s, this ain't bad.
But the racism.
But we're doing. But
but there is they
time,
do
place, and manner.
They do a lot.
Big smoke signal.
Yeah.
Call Warrior. We still. Yeah.
And then they do a lot of. It's like, oh boy. But actually, like a very interesting document of 1970s ward history. I mean, kind of just not on board with really going on, but very interesting. Didn't end up deciding to go for a question, but just thought it was a very good piece of the oeuvre. Speaking of oeuvre, normally I find LDS weddings. This is the first time I've gotten Catholic wedding filmed in Hyde Park. Catholic wedding.
Okay.
We're getting a little bit of different. It's doing a whole thing, and then they go in, and then they. But Catholic wedding, it's just fun to see. Different religions in Utah being represented. We love it. We love it. You know, Catholic Church, though, a lot of problems. This one is this guy. I know this is what you guys love.
Travis from Green Grow Hydro Seeding again. Just wanted to show another option we offer, and that's the fescue grass versus bluegrass.
Get that fescue, guys. If you're up in Cache Valley, get that fescue. Fuck that bluegrass. Get that fescue. My man gets down on his knees. And
So
he
if it's
just
all
talks-
thick bladed, the whole one.
Get all thick bladed. You don't want that shit.
thick-bladed.
The last one. Oh, that's from the other night. Last one.
Doug Smith, Hyde Park, Utah dentist. Doug Smith, 435-752-4882.
This is his YouTube?
Treatment for teeth discoloration.
Did he have to have a computer say this shit?
I think so. This is Doug Smith, 16 subscribers, 37 views. We kicked his ass from 11 years ago. Gentlemen, you've got the oeuvre. You got the oeuvre. It's time to go deep in this community known as Hyde Park. Clay. You are the first person to go in this quiz. Clay, my first question for you, though, my friend, has to do with name for city celebration. Clay, you and I have been doing cities quiz for 75, I believe, at this point. And you know that you and I and Ryan, we like to talk about these communities, but a lot of what I end up asking is about their own festival days, their celebration days, whatever it may be.
The famous black and white days.
Exactly. One of these questions. Well, this is one of the first times that a community
I believe the black and white days was a Cache Valley.
That's correct. You're absolutely correct. It was about the cows. But Clay, I was really blown away about this. I was blown. Clay, what I
don't
want
want to hear about that.
Clay, what I wanted to ask you is that there's a quote from a mayor of Hyde Park, and I will show you his best picture I could find on the internet.
No.
That's the best one.
No.
That's the best one I could find, Clay. That's the best one I could find.
No.
Yeah. That's the best photo I could find. Clay, this mayor was asked about the celebration days, whatever it is, their big days. And this is the quote he gave. Okay, listen up, Clay. Listen up.
I'm ready.
A few years ago, we decided that the city celebration wasn't much of a name, and so we had a name the celebration contest. Okay? A contest to name the celebration. We had 99 entries and several names kept popping up. One of those was blank days. The first person to suggest it was Mark Daines, past mayor of Hyde Park, who you see on your screen. His explanation came with the name was especially heartwarming. Here's what he wrote. So, Clay, this is what that guy, the former mayor, wrote about the name that a lot of people voted for, and this is what he says about it, okay? And then you're going to have to pick what the real name is. He says, while Hyde Park may not sport a unique industry or agriculture product to brag about, they've got nothing to brag about, it has over the years sent many of its sons and daughters out from its borders where they have excelled and achieved in their chosen vocations, areas of interest, and provided meaningful service to the people of the earth. Perhaps it would be very appropriate to invite them back to their roots where they can reminisce and revisit family and friends. This is an area never to be dated nor lose interest. Reference to it will never grow old. Let us make it an invitation that we can all come together and enjoy present as reconnect with the past and focus efforts on the future.
God, this guy needs a person to shrink his words down.
Clay, off of what you just heard, what do you think the celebration days they named for Hyde Park? Was it A, hometown days, B, family days, C, legacy days, or D, space-time continuum days? What do you think was the actual name they gave the days for Hyde Park after that lengthy explanation from the former mayor?
Do I get a lifeline?
You have 0 lifelines this week. 0 lifelines. Raw dogging all night long, baby. Raw dogging all night long.
I'm going to go with hometown days.
Hometown days. Why do you say?
It's either that or some other one, so...
Clay, you've never said it more perfectly when describing Polyester Blend and the quiz. You say it's either one or something else.
Some other one.
And you have named it perfectly. That is, in fact, right, Clay. You are off to a good start. Hometown days, Clay. Hometown days is correct. You were off to a good start, Clay. 1-0. Gerke filling in for Ryan Bradford. Gerke, are you familiar with this?
That is Clayton with his shirt off.
Unbelievable.
Gerke, I'm sorry to say that is not Clayton, though not too far off from his.
Do I get a half point?
You get another 2 points. Sorry.
That's Ryan Schlegel waking up at 1:30 p.m. at the El Cortez.
1:30 p.m. You mean like 5 hours before my normal wake up time? Gurky, I'm so sorry to say. Have you ever heard of the North American legend Bigfoot? Have you ever heard of Bigfoot?
Never have. No.
Oh my God, you are I can't believe you haven't. Well, Gurky, I had to look up Bigfoot after I went to the Hyde Park Wikipedia page. You scroll down to the bottom and you notice notable persons. John William Wolfe, who served as Legislative Assembly for the of Northwest Territories and Legislative Assembly of Alberta. The only other person, Jonathan Marshall. Bigfoot researcher and author of two books about Bigfoot in the Cache Valley area. Cache Valley Bigfoot, Field Guide and Stories about Bigfoot, Cache Valley Bigfoot, Sometimes the Shadows Do Move in the Woods. Gurky, I saw that, and what did I have to do, Gurk? What did I have to do?
I would guess get bigger shoes.
Always need bigger shoes because it makes people think you've got bigger other things. But Gurky, what I actually did is that I went online and I purchased for myself both of those books. That's right, both of those books. Cache Valley Bigfoot, Field Guide and Stories, and Cache Valley Bigfoot, Sometimes the Shadows Do Move. The two books in the repertoire of the Wikipedia entry, Jonathan Marshall, as notable people from Hyde Park. Gurky, my next question comes from Cache Valley Bigfoot, Field Guide and Stories about Bigfoot in Cache Valley. Gurky, it turns out there are 4 different names for Bigfoot in the Cache Valley area, according to his book, Cache Valley Bigfoot, Field Guide Stories and Bigfoot in Cache Valley. Gurky, I'm going to ask you 5. I'm going to give you 5 options. 4 are real. Pick out which one is not real out of the names for Bigfoot, according to this book for Cache Valley. Gurky, you've got.
Locals call him Ray.
It's Stevie Boy. Stevie! That's Bigfoot. You've got 5 options. One of them is not real. I did this in honor of last week. Is it S, Cache Squat? Is it T, Hillsdale Growler? U, Green Canyon Shadow? V, High Creek Ape? Or W, Wellsville Watcher? What is the real fake, not actual option given as a option in the Cache Valley Bigfoot book?
All right, I'm bringing in a lifeline.
Lifeline, Charlie!
We need to know which is it S, T, U, V, or W.
Which is the real one?
Which is the fake one?
Which is not the name for the Bigfoot seen in Cache County. And Charlie knows.
4 of these are real.
4 of them are real. 1 of them is fake.
All right, 4 of them are real options on this quiz back in the day.
I think Wellsville Watcher is probably right. I think High Creek Ape is probably right.
Okay.
I'm kind of thinking the Hillside Growler is wrong. But Charlie, you have spent more time in Cache Valley.
I spent a lot of time in Box Elder County.
Oh, who doesn't?
If Cache Squatch is wrong, I don't want to be right. So we're crossing that one off the list. Wellsville Watcher, that one's got to be right. The High Creek 8, that just feels right. I think it's between T and U.
I think that you might be fake.
Oh, Green Canyon Shadow?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Charlie talked me off a T, so we're going with you.
You've got a lifeline. It's your blood. It's your boy, your sweet boy, who does nothing but respect you and wash the dishes, fix parts around the house, make sure there's nothing but one vehicle that's his.
We got it wrong, Charlie.
No, you can tell. Oh, boy.
Oh, in fact, you is not correct, Gurky. You are off to a 0-0 start. Clay, you have an opportunity to get 0.5, increasing your lead. Is it S, T, V, or W?
There's no doubt in my mind that it's S.
S. What is S?
He thinks S is a Schlegel original. It's too good.
So you think it's S, Clay?
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right.
There are 2 books. Remember, I bought in the last week and read one of them that's only 50 pages. And then I haven't read the other one yet. But they are all about Sasquatches in the Cache Valley. And they talk about nicknames. They talk about Bigfoot and Sasquatch all the time. And you're telling me that you think until Ryan Schlegel came along, no one thought to make the name Cashquatch.
What do you think, Gerg? You think I got it right?
I think you got it right. Man. Those guys are dumb.
Fucking idiots!
Hire this man to invent names.
Now, who's an idiot? The guy who's like, I came up with Cashquatch, or the person who got me to spend $20 on 2 books? There might be the genius might be over there.
Hey, can we plead tweet this guy?
Oh, I tried to find him. We'll have to talk about him because I would love to plead tweet. He says he goes on podcasts all the time, so I'd like more of it. Clay, this is back to you to take a substantial lead, really embarrassing our good friend Robert Gerke, which isn't hard because every time he comes on here, it usually goes that way. But Clay, a new format. We're doing a little bit more of a Price is Right style game. It won't be our normal A, B, or C. You'll see, or A, B, C, or D, and not S, T, V, U, V, or W. It's a little bit different. Clay, listen to this, okay? This is a history, okay? Clay, this is history. You ready?
I'm ready.
Started in 1882, quote, it continued with some changes in members until the fall or winter of 1892, 10 years later. When it dissolved because of political differences on party lines, brought to bear outside and inside, the instruments belonged to the public, and since the band were democratic, they would play only for their own party without charge. Clay, I'm reading you a quote about the Hyde Park Band. That's right, the original band of Hyde Park. They started in 1882. They were dissolved in 1892 because there was political
Like a marching band?
They were like an 1800s band. You'll see in a second. But basically, Clay, they were political lines. They stopped playing, and they're like, come back. And then okay. Finally, in 1887, Bishop Charles G. Hyde sent the old instruments to the factory and had them repaired, called some of the musicians of the town of Hyde Park, and together they said, quote, let's have a band. You can take the instruments to play for the Democrats, Republicans, or mugwumps, or money, only give us some music when we want it in the war. They basically were like, enough. We had this great band. It dissolved because of political issues, but at the end of the day, the instruments were owned by the community. And then I noticed this thing earlier, Clay, and I thought, well, this is a new question. Clay, there were 8 members of the original band of Hyde Park, but only 3 instruments. 8 members, 3 instruments. A new game for Polyester Blend. Clay, there were 3 instruments, fifes, snares, and bass drums. 8 members. Tell me the right number of fifes, snares, and bass drums, and you will get 1 full point, or Gerke can steal for 0.5. I will give you a second.
Hold on. The odds of guessing the right combination of 3 numbers is
I will give you
insane.
2. I will give you 2 chances. 1 for 1 point. Number 2 for 0.5. Clay, the correct order in which the 8 members guess the 8 instruments. You've got fifes, snares, and bass drums. I will give you 2 chances. 2 chances.
Total number of instruments plus
8. So there's 8. So divide 8 between these 3 instruments.
So the right combination of 3 numbers of 8
Add
total.
up to 8. So it has to equal 8. Unless Clayton was going for a half point and intentionally.
Oh. And I will reveal if it's more or less on each one.
Whoa. Give him 2 guesses and revealing more.
Oh, easy, Kirk. All right. Listen, you could have saved yourself by getting one of the 2 questions first, some points on there, and you didn't. Maybe
All right,
maybe I'll retract what I just said, and I'll just give him one chance.
Oh,
to
that's
get a
gonna be
second.
okay. I got my numbers.
Okay, what do you got?
You've already set forth the rules here. Schlegel.
They are set in stone.
I got 4-2-2.
4. Okay. Then, my friend, of course, he says that he has. You say 4-2-2. Now, Clay.
Rudy, chill the fuck out. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say. Do you know? What about math? Are we? Oh, we're comfortable on math. We're comfortable on math. I'm not comfortable on math.
That's 8 total.
God damn it! Why is this fun? So Clay. Well, it's gonna be backwards too.
It's fine.
And then, of course, the next one is 4-2-10. Clay, I'm going to give you a number based on what you've done, and you will hear that right now.
Hey, you!
I'm sorry to say, Clay, you are wrong. But for 0.5, could you salvage this? Could you salvage this?
Do you give me more information?
Nope. I was going to give you up or down, but Gerke made a good point. You're just going to have to guess. You are
6-1-1.
I'm going to say this. You got one right. You got one right.
Oh, well, I won't go 6-1-1.
One right.
I'll go 5-2-1.
5-2-1. My man. He had 4-2-2. One is right. He goes 5.
You gotta have a shitload of fifes.
What'd you say?
This was my initial guess.
So you did 5. Was it 5?
5-2-1.
2.
Gotta have a shit ton of fifes.
That's 5 fives.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. I fucked it up.
Do you even know math, bro?
I don't even know how to type in these things. You should see what I labeled them because I was doing them so quickly. We've got 5, 2, 1.
God damn it.
For 0.5, I will say there's still one correct.
Oh, well, that's a clue.
So 5.
A distinct advantage for Gerke on this one.
Was he listening? Did he pay attention?
Yeah, the evil laugh would indicate he was.
So I thought 5 fives seemed too many. And you guessed 4.
I was easily going to shift 2 numbers and get it right, dude. What
So
the fuck,
it's got to
man?
be 3-2-3. But 3 seems like way too many bass drums, but it's got to be 3-2-3. And if not, I get another guess. So
No, you do not get another guess. You only get one guess.
Oh, what?
Sorry, Team Mitt. You're fucked.
I only get one guess if it's right.
So 3-2-3 is what you're saying.
Yeah. That's got to be right.
It's gotta be. It's 100% gotta be right. Because
I think that's a little heavy on the bass drum, but
we all agree. But at sometimes, have you been out in public? You know what it's
Full
like.
bass heavy.
Drop
Full bass
the
heavy,
bass. Drop the bass. You know, drop the beat. Drop.
It's all about that bass.
You want
That
that bass.
bass.
That bass. That bass. People, it really comes down to this. It comes down to this wonderful 15-page document I read all the way through, and the most interesting thing I could find personally was about the number of instruments that the original band played. And you will see that, in fact, the original band had 4 fifes, 3 snares, and 1 bass drum.
Wait.
Schlegel did not say that it was the same number. So as the judge, your complaint is invalid, Clayton.
You devious fucker. No, he is absolutely right. Like,
I'm not
Yeah,
complaining.
he said there's he was devious to screw Gerke over, so it was all good. But he
Yeah.
said there is still
So
one.
it was all good. My boy's pulling for me.
No, that was yeah.
So there's still only one right, but he did not imply it was the same one as.
By the way,
First guess.
Do we all agree? Is this the right order? Do we all feel this is the right? Is this the right move? Or was it 4-3-1? Do we all feel that way?
You don't need more than one bass. And I think
it depends how locked in your snares are.
Yeah. Are all the snares playing the same beat, or are they?
Yeah, they need to be locked the fuck in.
Okay. Oh boy. This next
Who
one.
needs 3 snares?
This next one might be pushing the level of insanity I've done before on this, but what else are we doing here?
It could be more insane than like some of those Munger questions back in the day.
Well, gentlemen, let's find out. Gurky, this question is for you. Gurky, what do you see on your screen right there? What do you see on your screen right there?
Oh, the Windborg.
That's right. The Windborg. A fine art by
Of the
Larry.
Windborg collection.
Fine art by Larry Conrad Windborg.
These are highly collectible works of art.
These are, look at this. You got religious stuff over here.
You got John McNaughton.
You got John McNaughton. You've got Lincoln looking at shit. I mean, very fine art. Very, very fine art. Okay.
God, what I wouldn't give for a Windborg.
Gurky, what do you see on your screen right now?
That is Windborg.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's not. In fact, that is local Google dude, Ricky T. Morton, local guide who comments on all sorts of different places around the world, including commenting his thoughts on Windborg Masterpieces, fine art by Larry Conrad Windborg. Okay?
Yeah.
Gurky, I am now going to do a reading of what Ricky wrote on Windborg's Google 4 stars. He gives this 4 stars. 4 stars. He loves the place.
I like this.
You're going to have to guess, fill in the blank at one point. Are you ready?
What's Ricky's last name?
Morton. Okay.
It's very important.
So I'm gonna put up Ricky. This is Ricky.
Oh, that's Ricky's icon?
This is Ricky's icon. This is what Ricky wrote. Are you ready, Gurky?
Yes, sir.
Well, my mother-in-law's trailer is packed with Thomas Kincaid derivative art. And I say, hey, if we're going to pay for Susan Jean's rabies shots, R-A-B-E-I, then we got to take some of this back. I grabbed 2 or 3 and made some small artistic improvements and then returned them. I increased the value. But old man Wimborg didn't see it that way. So while I was arguing with him, I had Toby Jr. filch some of those gold frames out the back. We're going to have Dr. Patches put that gold right into his teeth. That freak has a gold fetish too. And if his teeth quit hurting, he will get more hours stocking those bus parts. That would be my life all around better. So again, no beer on the premises. So just being your own. Being your own. And if Winborg gives you trouble asking him about Ricky, the guy writing this, that big old boy, that blank, he will know. Yes, he sure will. RTM out.
Okay, first of all, that is some black belt level trolling. That like in a small town like Hyde Park, dude, that is insane.
I couldn't believe I was.
That is amazing.
It was James Joyce.
Great find. Yeah, that is Gravity's rainbow.
Yeah, exactly.
Of YouTube trolling. That is amazing.
Gurky, you notice at the bottom there, after all sorts of insanity, he says the line, and if Winborg, that the owner of this art store, and if Winborg gives you trouble asking him about Ricky, the guy writing this, so he's referring to himself, that big old boy, now talking about Winborg, that big old boy, that blank, he will know, yes, he sure will, RTM out. What is that blank?
Do I get a choice or do I just have to guess a noun?
Do you think it is the following? Is it A, wears a parachute to get off the toilet? Is it B, smells like custard? Is it C, knows every other letter in the alphabet and only half of those? Or is it D, 8 meta cheese he don't like? What is, and if Winborg gives you trouble asking about Ricky, that big old boy, that blank. That blank. You have 4 options.
I think it's got to be C.
It's got to be C. Now, you think it is. Knows every other letter in the alphabet and only half of those. Final answer.
Yes, sir.
That is the incorrect option of what our friend RTM out wrote. You have Clay for 0.5. Where's the parachute to get off the toilet? Smells like custard. Or D, ain't met a cheese he don't like.
I like all 3 of these. Can you repeat the surrounding sentence one more time?
Absolutely. And if Winborg gives you trouble asking him about Ricky, that big old boy, that blank, he will know. Yes,
Go back up.
he sure will. You've got wears a parachute to get off the toilet, smells like custard.
I'm going with D.
D, ain't met a cheese he don't like.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I can now reveal to you all the correct answer. Oh, by the way, I forgot. He, like, everything he posts on, he definitely says RTM out, which is a glorious thing. A glorious thing. Hold on, I'm trying to find.
We should get him on the comics message board.
We should totally get him on Comics Kingdom. God damn it, where is it? Let me find it. Oh, if I could just find it real quick. I want to find it. Oh, let me do this. Hyde Park. I just think you guys need to see the original. It's like seeing the original text, the original, the original Sanskrit, the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's important, right? It's an important part of our world. 4 stars. 4 stars this man gives. And of course, he says to him, and if Winborg gives you trouble asking about Ricky, then of course,
that big old boy.
That big old boy that smells like custard.
Oh my God. Random. Custard isn't even that pungent.
Now, I feel like I know how to write Ricky better than Ricky knows. That's why I came up with, of course, knows every other letter in the alphabet and only half of those. Come on now. Is
there any way you could possibly send a private message to Ricky to invite him onto the program or get involved in our writing? Maybe he could get on the writer's table for this show.
The writer's table. Absolutely need to. The last question goes to the toss-up winner, which is Clay. Clay, you're already up 1.5 to 0. Once we'll go through this quickly. Clay, we're back to the Bigfoot questions. Because what did I do if I didn't get questions based on the book I read? Which is, of course, Cache Valley Bigfoot, a field guide and stories about Bigfoot. Casquatch! Clay, I have to ask you this, though. Clay, in this book, he gives his reason the government is not revealing that Bigfoot exists. Okay? This author, okay? Now, I did something tricky, Clay, because I started writing it out as I need a more authentic voice. So I have buried in these 4 options, which my man, Jonathan Marshall, who wrote a 50-page book about Cache Valley Bigfoot, he gives his reason the government is hiding that Bigfoot exists. I Google searched and found a Quora page, that a guy named Jeff Cox, when asked, why won't the government tell us whether Bigfoot exists? A longtime researcher and student of Bigfoot paraphernalia, author of 794 answers and 2.9 million answers. 4 years ago, Jeff Cox, he gave his reasons.
Okay.
3 of these are Jeff Cox. 1 of them is Jonathan Marshall from Cache Valley. Which one of them is the Jonathan Marshall from Cache Valley option for why the government just doesn't get straight about why Bigfoot exists? Are you ready?
All right. What year was this? What year?
The book came out like in the last 3 years.
Yeah, but the quote was attributed to
the three wrong answers. You're looking for what Jonathan said. This was written 4 years ago, so 2018.
So this is a modern historian saying
The
this.
modern classic.
Yeah, so Jonathan, I want you to pick out the Jonathan Marshall reason, and the other 3 are Jeff Cox reasons, okay?
And Jeff Cox was when?
2018.
Oh, so these are 2 modern
masters of their craft.
I'm just going to go on a limb and say Schlubby Boys.
I'm looking at photos.
Like these guys aren't doing CrossFit and contemplating what the Sasquatch looked like in the 1800s. I'm just throwing that out.
Let's just say their gut are bigger than their foot. All right, the gut is bigger than the foot. Clay,
They ain't many cheese they don't like.
What's harder to find, Sasquatch or their feet? You know what I'm saying? Hey!
Clay, are you ready for the 4 options?
I'm ready. Ready to play.
These are 4 options, 3 written by Jeff Cox, 1 written by Jonathan Marshall. Here we go. Number 1. Due to the
Jesus
stigma.
Christ.
Due to the stigma attached to any boogeyman, accepting Bigfoot, especially if proven that Bigfoot is a close relative or the hybrid of humans, as real would require almost every person in the world to change their whole view of the animal kingdom, require almost every textbook and every book to be changed, and require a fundamental adjustment in how we view mankind's place in the world. Is it B? Money they would lose.
Time. Remind me. I'm looking for the fake one.
You're looking for what Jonathan Marshall came up with. Another guy came up with the other 3.
There was a guy coming up with 3 reasons.
And I didn't even give you his 2 other ones.
Marshall wrote the books. Who was the other cat?
Just a guy on Quora I found. Just a Bigfoot.
Jesus.
Clay, is it B?
All right, go.
Money they would lose because of it. You would have millions lost in revenue with people not wanting to go into the forest, national parks, state parks. It's parks, not pars. Anymore, it would hurt the lumber industry.
Okay.
Is it C? As much as I had to do a lot of copying and pasting from all this shit. As much as we'd love to think that our nation is governed by a secular belief system, most Americans are Christian and or believe in God and the Bible. Finding out that Bigfoot is real would cause a major issue in the church because inevitably the religious leaders would do their best to label Bigfoot evil of the devil. Or is it D? It would be a bit of an embarrassment to the government because once Bigfoot is widely accepted as real, it would eventually come out that the government has been aware of their existences and in fact has known quite a bit about the species for several decades, and they've kept that knowledge from the general public by utilizing lies and misdirection.
I certainly would think that this is pound for pound the most words ever involved in the answer to a Utah City's quiz question. And to this, I would give it the championship belt for word count. Like a word count, like maybe we could just like come up with the championship belt.
I think you're right. I think it's championship word for word. Most words involved.
And there is a voice for 3 of these that's very distinct. It's a copy and paste job and a weird bolding that's happening on the graphics that leads me to believe that one of these questions is correct. But I'm just wondering if like you did a masterful Machiavellian bullshit that made one of them scream, "I'm the right question." And you're trying to throw me off. That's a nasty play.
You're saying in the typesetting, Clayton? You think that
everything about this quiz says one of these questions is right, and if it's not right, it's the quizmaster Ryan Schlegel definitely throwing some serious misdirection. No, I'm absolutely not talking about A. Go to A. The wording of A. The flow of A. No. The flow of C, yes. The flow of D, yes. They're all the same. The flow of B is completely different. Go to B. There's that bolding stuff, but first of all,
Well, yeah, you mentioned the bolding stuff. That's why I was confused because they
Yeah.
all
The
have-
bolding stuff happens just when this font, for whatever
Yeah.
reason, when it gets so small, it just does that.
money they would lose because of it throws me off. That's a different person wrote that than the other ones. So I'm going to go with B, unless you're a genius.
But, well, just a last. It could be like
you're
an
not a
ellipsis.
lifeline.
I'm judge.
Judge here, judge
Okay,
I'm
time.
trying to
Hey.
cut a dispute off.
Okay.
So like Schlegel could be basically an ellipsis. Like we don't know about Bigfoot because of the money they would lose because of it.
It's true.
So that could be the premise.
Good point.
Right. Money they would lose because of it is not a sentence, but yeah, I think.
Yeah, so it should have started with an ellipsis, but if you take the initial question as the reason for not knowing about Bigfoot, that's what I'm saying. So that would be my only as judge thing that I would say you should keep in mind, because I don't want to have to settle a dispute about it.
But the overall voice of B is different than the overall of the three. And so if I'm wrong, I want to give Schlegel absolute props for throwing me off. So I will go with B.
One of the amazing things about this book is there is an incident questionnaire. So if you want to fill out what it was like for you to experience meeting a Bigfoot, you can do that, and then
Is probing
probing is
part of this?
I do not.
Can
Any
you
tracks
check
hair,
mark?
any tracks, hair, biological evidence, yes or no. Abnormal smells, yes or no. Abnormal sounds, yes or no. Unusual quietness, yes or no. Describe incident. How many witnesses, weather, time of year, approximate time. What were you doing before the encounter? And that's all spaced out. There's acknowledgments. There's a whole section of this book about he reads word for word emails, texts, or word messages given to him in a parking lot. Apparently, this author had made cards and posted them around Cache Valley where you could email him or call him or text him about your encounters. But Clay, Machiavellianness only has so far to go. Clay. It was a exercise in deciphering language. If Gerke would have got it, I bet he would have done the same thing. It was definitely up to a coin toss. I just had to put word for word, and you're right. I think it's only just 2 or 3 words beyond money they would lose because of it. It's that the rest of that is exactly how it's written. I cut out would hurt the lumber industry and something else. But our guy from Cache Valley, this is his thoughts on why the government, sadly,
Really stupid though, because wouldn't you think like, hey, there's a Bigfoot in Cache Valley, everybody's gonna go there. Like it doesn't.
It would hurt the lumber industry. Why? Because Bigfoot would eat all the wood.
You'd be afraid. People would be afraid to go in the woods. That's what he says.
So cut down all the fucking trees.
Clay and
Less wood.
Gerke, you'll never believe this.
That's a boon for the lumber industry.
This is just like Ryan did last week. Gerke, you've got nothing right. Clayton's got 2.5. What's insane is the last question. You have to write something down, and it's worth 3 points, meaning it's not a runaway. It's not a runaway. It's not a runaway. One last question, and then we do one song. We come back, and I'll do a rapid fire of a random sloth of things, and then we can end the show. Gerke, Clayton, in honor of Ryan. We love Ryan. Number of times Ryan has gotten high in the last 24 hours, over 24. So it's 1 per hour. You have to guess how many multiple times per hour Ryan has gotten high. And I've got the exact.
I'm going with 8.
People, no. The last question has to do with this. Can you see what's on the screen right now for 3
That looks
full
at the
points?
Hyde Park Cemetery.
Gentlemen, I don't even do this on purpose. I just love the synergy of it all. I was looking up the Hyde Park City newsletter. This is the November one. And remember, I was looking it up this week. It's not even November yet. This is not the October. This is the November newsletter. Okay? But it is Halloween, gentlemen. So I was blown away when all the way halfway through this newsletter, there is news about the cemetery, and it reads as such. There are blank. Okay, so that let me start from this.
Oh boy.
So the cemetery of Hyde Park, they recently did that thing where they I guess like with sonar, not sonar, but like radar, they figured out all the bodies in Hyde.
Yeah, they have like Zoom.
Yep, and then they cataloged it so you can go to this website and look up your family and find everything about it. But guess what, gentlemen? Out of the 1,947, 1947 Utah number, hello, come on. Out of the 1,947 bodies in the graveyard they identified, they figured out that blank unidentified bodies are in the cemetery.
Oh boy.
Meaning we know there is someone buried there, but we don't yet know who it is. We're working with other records to identify them. If you know of any unidentified burials within your family lines, please let us know. Out of 1,947, my Halloween question, I can't believe this. It was just in the newsletter.
Yeah, it's so perfect.
This is perfect. Gentlemen, write it down. Closest to the hole, a grave. You know what I mean? A hole, a grave. You know? Hole. Closest to the hole. Out of how many of there's 1,947, how many are unidentified bodies? Closest to the hole.
Can I just clarify?
Yes.
So 1,947 is the total. That's not the number of markers. There's some number of markers plus unidentified bodies to get to 1947.
So take that
So
number.
they've done the study and they've identified that there's this many people buried in the cemetery.
Total bodies are 1,947. How many of that number are unidentified? They don't have a gravestone.
Closest to the mother frickin'
Closest to the
correct.
hole.
Okay.
Tell me when you've written it down, gentlemen.
I so want to say 666.
All right. We ready?
You were behind. You were behind my good friend Gurky, but Clay, you're ahead. That's why I
Repeat
want
the
to.
number of total bodies again.
So it's 1,947 total bodies. How many are unidentified?
Got it.
Closest to the hole. Clay, you're ahead. It's a runaway, basically, but this last one's worth 3 points. What
Yeah,
do
but
you
you're
got?
going to find some way to screw me up on this one.
What do you got? What do you got?
You got this. That's 6.
Interesting.
I love that. Gurky, what do you
Come
got?
on, how much mismanagement of bodies has there been in this town? It's got to be low.
So I thought Clayton was going to guess 69. So I
wanted to.
So I guessed 70. Because
Which is funny because I totally wanted. I've got 69 scrabbled. It's like scratched out right there.
Yeah, it was a strategic move. I went one more. Just sort of like guessing $1.
But you thought it was going to be over that much.
I think it's
closest to the hole, not Price is Right. Closest to the hole.
No, but I'm not Price is Right. I just think how many bodies have been mismanaged.
I think 5% is a reasonable number.
5% of unidentified bodies in a graveyard in the developed United States?
Well, for a long time.
Jeremy, did you play along?
Playing
Maybe
it.
there's some-
I went for 420, baby.
Maybe there's some Yeah.
It could
maybe
be a
there's-
masquerade. We don't know. They could have
Yeah,
killed
you-
a bunch
masquerade
of
or a
native-
massacre.
People?
Yeah, it could have been a massacre at some point.
In the newsletter, I clicked on November. I could have clicked on
I think
October.
Gergie's right
The
now.
only fact, it's insane that I clicked. I just cannot tell you how insane it is. For 3 full points, Clayton had 2.5. Gergie had 0.
These are lies. These are lies.
Wait, it's a single question worth 3 points? I thought it was going to be like 3 different numbers.
Nope.
They had to,
No,
1
this
point.
is just an absolute, complete travesty. Without what
Yeah, that's pretty shady. I thought it was a 3.
Oh yeah, you think it's shady? You think you put anything
He's
past?
just-
These
he's
are the
just
guys.
giving
These
Gergie
these
the
are the
win on
guys
one
that gave
question.
Gergie minus 5 points when I was out of town. Like they're capable of anything.
The correct answer is 60. Gergie was 10 off. Clayton, you were much off. You were way further. You're 54 off. Oh my God.
Tenfold. He was off by tenfold.
The worst part is 69 would have been
Nine would have won.
closest. 69 would have won.
I
Never
scratched
got
it
to
out.
69.
Now, Clay, what's upsetting, I mean, for you, I'm pointing this out. You had all the points, and Gergie had none of the points until that. You lost, though. That's crazy.
Oh, did
you
I?
got
Did I really though?
So you got you had you got a lot.
What does
of,
that say about your fucking quiz, man?
I think it says that you got a couple singles and a home run, and then I got a field goal and I won.
But Clay, let's be honest. Now remember,
that means he's debasing
you might
the
be a
value
little
of his
you might be a
quiz.
little upset, Clay, because you lost the county's quiz. Let's remember that. So I don't know if you're just gentlemen. I love you all. We must play one song. I'm just gonna play the quickest song I have. Clay, let's reset. We'll just real quick. We come back real quick. Is that fair?
It's like someone saying like you sucker punch him and then you're like, we need to reset. Let's just reset after that. Are
Gentlemen,
you ready to reset?
I think we're gonna play Wall of Voodoo.
Oh, I love Wall of Voodoo.
Back in Flesh. One song, we come back, we just end the show. One song set, Polyester Blend, Back in Flesh.
After the show.
Wall of Voodoo. Clayton Scribner loses. Gerkie wins. Ryan Bradford, happy. Hyde Park, 60 bodies, missing. We come back to end the show. God bless. Poly Blend.
Someone smashed my alarm. It's got me on the edge. You know it's so sharp. And you know I won't go. You know I won't go. I don't want to go. You won't go. The corporation's boiling over. Everybody's taking over. And I'm back in flesh. 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 You better sign your time card now. They don't care about you anyhow. Sign in your minimum cut. Then later get your salaries cut. Someone smashed my alarm. It's got me on the edge. You know it's so sharp. And you know I won't go. You know I won't go. I don't want to go. You won't go. The corporation's boiling over. Everybody's taking over. And I'm back in flesh. 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 I won't go. You won't go. I don't want to go. You must go. Is it
Wall Voodoo back in flesh. We must
Poly
flesh
blend.
out the last parts of Polyester Blend. We must get to the bottom of what we're doing here. Oh, Rob's here. Producer Rob's here. God bless.
If you'd been here earlier, I would have had a lifeline.
I know.
Well, it's too bad he couldn't be here to witness the greatest travesty of Utah City's quiz history.
Oh, come on. That was not the greatest Travis.
Like that there's worse.
We've had way worse.
There's worse than that.
By the way, this made the
I
rounds.
saw that. I thought that was predatory.
Oh, I thought it was genius. Are you kidding me? Thought it was amazing. All props. Come on now. That's brilliant.
I don't get it.
She dressed up as
She made a fucking jumper of
as the building. Yeah.
brilliant. It's brilliant. Hats off. Hats off over here. This photo is amazing. I mean, when's the last time we had a major? Look at this fucking fire. By the way, this is kind of a point of order.
exactly when the last time we had the fire that big.
Well, it was a
the
couple
same
months
thing,
ago.
Condo.
Mill
under
Creek,
construction.
though.
No, it was like. No, it was like. No, this was bigger. Obviously, this is messed up. I mean, like.
Look at that. I mean, look at the aerial photo. Again, all this is all from Reddit, Salt Lake City Reddit.
No, the crazy thing about this is like our building codes are designed for when the buildings are occupied, and those building codes require fire suppression that would never allow this to happen. But from the time that
Interesting.
the time from wood construction comes off a concrete podium and goes to the top and is encased, and then you can finally put that fire suppression system in, you have this.
Clay?
So I would say in modern day construction, the only time you would have a catastrophic fire at this level is if someone deviated from construction code or before that could finally get.
Clay, inside of the
Well,
week.
the code's not in place and they got a bunch of propane heaters laying around.
The Clay makes a really great point about like there's a time when a catastrophic failure can happen. It's before the mandated systems are in place because you just thankfully, thank God. Could you imagine a building like this, Clay, when everyone's in?
I mean, back in the turn of the 20th century, this building would go up into flames with.
Well, and I guess also there was something about these buildings. They're 5 stories for a reason because you can build wood structures at 5 stories without using steel.
Yeah, it's maximum profit.
The footage is insane. The footage was insane. This one got me, guys, because we're old enough.
They finally are tearing down the place where they burned all those bodies. The mysterious smokestack.
Clay,
it's where they burned all the bad deals.
Clay, the last time I bought something at Sears on State Street in downtown Salt Lake City.
Was it on the softer side or the harder side?
When I owned that the Land Rover, I was trying to fix it before I made that, or after I made that video, and I was trying to fix the starter. I went and got English or European bolts, because they have different sizes than ours. And I bought it from that Sears, and God bless that Sears. It is now gone.
Can I tell you the last couple times I went to Sears?
Please.
I went to Sears for a few times before it closed, and I would say 60% of them. I'll give you the last 5 examples. 60% of them were when I need a last-second tie for a job interview, and then the other 2 were needing to take a poop because I was afraid to poop at Bert's Tiki Lounge.
So you've been there a lot recently?
I said 2. Bert's Tiki Lounge doesn't exist, man. It hasn't existed for like 10 years.
So
have you ever tried to go to the bathroom there?
That's a fair point.
Last thing I want to bring up, we've been circling.
You no comment on that?
No, I usually, if I have to if I'm at Bert's and I have to poop, I just do it like everybody else does and do it on the sidewalk.
So Clayton, You do realize that once you've bought a tie, you can use it for more than one job interview.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know, after
That's a life hack.
But after I go on a job interview, I'm so stressed out. I definitely go to Taco Bell and I get like salsa spilt all over
Yeah,
my
you
tie.
haven't seen his job interviews. They usually end with him like waving the tie around and like.
He's just
people.
Well, I've got blood all over my tie again. Guess
Breaking
what?
news! I'm getting photos. Someone just sent me this. This is Clayton's toilet at Sears after Bert's Tiki Lounge. We're seeing it on the screen right now. Devastation from top to bottom.
Oh man! After that job interview and the Taco Bell, you really went to work.
The steam is.
This is why we need codes.
Listen, we haven't had this bad air since the last inversion, but my God.
Now we've just got a smoldering hole, and it's Clayton's.
It's only at the cheeks and the legs are hot, but no turds are left behind. Just very hot thighs. Very gross. By the way, I love this article. I was going to do Cache Valley. This person's like, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, so much fun, but very dirty. They leave a bunch of trash. It's like, have you been to one of these things?
Okay, I'm sorry to go back to this, but Clayton, what time of day were you at Bert's Tiki Lounge?
Where Sears was still open and I could still.
Which is crazy, Clay, because I've always known it as Bert's Fecal
was
Lounge.
Sears open like after 9? Like they never even like.
So back in the day, this is really a conversation.
No, we got to do a deep dive.
This is a conversation for more of like a maybe like a Limp Bizkit.
We can do it. We can do after.
Let's
Fuck it.
put this on the internet forever.
Do it live.
Fuck it. Do it live.
No.
Listen, we'll end the show. So Clay.
No, there's a long history of me like when I get nervous, I need to poop. And,
Getting nervous talking about your own thing.
By the way,
Tiki Lounge.
the fact that we got that on the air is the best thing.
Or like when my mom used to be like, Clayton, it's time to mow the lawn. I'd be like, I have to poop. And then I'd disappear for like 30 minutes.
And then you go to the closest Sears.
Clayton's at Bert's with a date, and she's like, "I'll be back in 20 minutes."
I have never
been
to the
back
Bert's with a
tie.
date.
He comes back with a tie. It's you didn't have that before. Yeah, well.
People.
I went to the softer side, baby. Let me tell you what was softer.
I'll get to it. Well, finally, if you guys want to know about TNT auctions, I'm gonna say it. I gotta save it. By the way,
oh yeah, it's about us buying a train. That was cute.
Yeah, we gotta buy this train. Guys.
$11,000.
Look,
we gotta go.
This was Jeremy. I brought this up for you. Since we started this, it was $100. I think it was $100, and
it
now,
was like $50. Yeah, I thought, oh sweet.
But now,
get it for $50.
Now
we need to like some like weird viral.
Now J Dick won.
I blame the Tribune for making a news story. If Gurky had never published that, we could have walked away with a train car. For
now it's $11,000. But I was going to give you options, Jeremy, because guess what? Those train cars are now 11. But did you ever know that Las Vegas Miscellaneous is ready to go? Because you could get such things as a HP Design J 4000 plotter for like nothing. You could get, my friend, I don't know if you know this, a wallpaper gluer. We are ready to get a wallpaper gluer for almost nothing.
I think he wants the wallpaper gluer.
They sell pallets of police evidence.
Did you want that? Because you could buy Las Vegas Airport Miscellaneous, which they haven't done photos yet. Las Vegas Airport Lost and Found. 1 bag of watches, 1 bag of jewelry, 1 bag of watches, 1 bag of... We will be breaking news next week. Fitness packers, jewelry, watches, jewelry, watches, fitness packers, e-readers, fire tablets. We will be doing a deep dive on this TNT auction next week because we must. We have to. Because Polyester Blend brings you all the cutting edge stuff. That's what we do. Clay, from when from when this show started to where we are now, it's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
Well, it's at least worth 4 Amazon Fire tablets.
We'll see you next week, Polyester Blend.
Wait, are we signing off?
Well, we should say this. We should be clear.
Okay.
Okay, let's be clear here.
Well, this is huge, man. I like
this is big news.
My presence in this show for the next 2 weeks is going to be Dicey's best.
By the way, we need to bring this
And
up.
I'm sure John Hunt's.
We need to bring this up. Clayton's entire journey to Europe is brought to you by Euro Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Euro Clay, the best.
I like how it's the best of clay and grass.
The best in.
Because let me tell you what's going on in Amsterdam. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just say, Euro Clay, synthetic clay and grass has been dropped at every Sears in the UK. Now, we are just trying to see what the smoldering rubble of it is, but Clay will be dumping on his plane a lot. A lot of it will be dropped off in the European.
I'm not going to take a dump on the plane.
Over. I'm gonna
gonna
go over 2 on that. I'm going over 2 on that.
You're going over under on 2 dumps on plane?
You realize it's a 10-hour flight, Clayton.
You said you get
You're gonna have to vacate your bowels at least.
And you get nervous.
We should get action on this. How many times?
I went 2. I said over under. I went 2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 2.
1.5.
I'll take 1 if he's that.
Okay, so a shit and a piss. Is
1 dump, 2 peas?
One is a dump. Oh, how many peas?
Well, it's one. You know, what's my behavior on the plane?
Half is a piss. 1 is a dump.
Oh, I think we know what your behavior on the plane is.
You get free alcohol on an international flight. Clayton's going to be peeing a lot.
17 peas.
I'm going to say, yeah, he's going to pee 4 times and one.
I'm not going to drink. I'm not drinking in Europe, man. I'm like Europe dry, man.
4 peas and 1.
Clayton's gonna pass out drunk in the lavatory.
1
We got 3 involuntary. Okay,
at least once.
Okay, what are actual peas and poops and involuntary peas and poops? Because those are 2 different under and overs.
I've created a monster.
All right, let's do this real quick. Okay.
Stood up an office pool, man.
Well, we're doing the over-unders on shits and pisses and poops from Clay Dog and pukes.
It's honor system, though. We're trusting Clayton to keep track.
I know. I've got a report.
No. There'll be plenty of police reports, Jeremy, with exactly what happened.
We ordered.
He's gonna land in Amsterdam, and I'm gonna be there with my notebook, like, all right, how many times?
No, but this is a cute.
You'll have to ask the person in Interpol.
Well, no, this is a cute moment in Polyester Blend history. We've got Clay and Jeremy. Clay and Jeremy are gone the next 2 weeks.
Interpol's an actual thing where they would be able to research my poops and peas. Anyway,
I know it was just a callback because there's also a band named Interpol.
Oh, I got that. That was a good callback. Sorry, go ahead. Ready to play.
Ready to play.
Clay, you are gone for 2 weeks. You will be joining whenever you can. Hopefully,
I'll do my best
for Utah City's quiz. Okay.
Correct.
You saw how
he's going to be in flight for. There's no way he can join.
I'm going to land halfway through the program.
I didn't listen to producer Rob and I.
Did you see how well Gerke did tonight?
Yeah, I'll fill in.
So Gerke will take over Clayton's Utah City's quiz.
He won the last quiz, but I found myself down 5 after he did that.
Clay, you're going to join in when you can the next 2 weeks. Jeremy, what is your plans the next 2 weeks?
You know, I'm more realistic. Probably won't join in. I will give you some quiz questions that have already been filmed.
Oh, please send those my way. I know exactly what you're talking about. Send them my way. Producer Rob.
I can contribute stuff in advance. If judging needs to be done or anything.
Producer Rob, guess what?
What's up?
You're going to take over judging duties for the next 2 weeks. Okay. So
all right, okay.
For Jeremy's role, where you judge, you're going to judge shop. You're going to judge Utah City's quiz.
Also, I think we need to get him a metric system card.
We're gonna have to get him a Metros. Okay. So,
Okay.
So producer Rob, you're in charge of judging for the next 2
Can we
weeks.
talk about what a shop is?
This is why I love it. This is why I love it. It's very
What-
abstract.
Well, off the air, let's work out what that is.
No,
what that means.
no, I want
I've
you-
been.
What a
I
shop
was too scared to
is?
ask before now.
What a shop is?
No, I like
Yeah.
I like you coming in green. I like you coming in green.
I help me understand what it is. Somebody will teach it to me.
We'll
not
figure
on
it
the
out.
show,
We'll figure it out.
And then I'll.
Gurky,
It's anywhere you can buy a tie and take a poo.
You gotta get Rob a Creative Cloud subscription.
we're gonna have to get him that. Gurky.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You're gonna have to be on hook for a lot of this. You're gonna be on the Utah Cities quiz, and you're gonna have to do some shops.
Well, it's all hands on deck, man.
This is the opportunity I've been
As
waiting for.
as
I'm like,
JC fucks off to Europe.
I think we're gonna have to bring in some. We're gonna have to bring in some hitters. I think we're gonna have to ask T4. We're gonna have to get.
What if the show just takes up? Yeah, get Joe Tay involved.
I know that's what I'm thinking. We might.
We got all these ghost viewers like Austin Booth might want to jump in. Like,
I'm gonna
throw out the fucking.
I think I'm gonna throw out the
call
net.
to action. Yeah.
I think that's what it is, Clay. It's gonna be
Yeah.
T4, Booth, Joe Tay.
Yep. And they will definitely do it. All
we're
you have
gonna-
to do is
we're-
ask.
Everybody who shows up gets their own segment.
I love that. Well, we need that.
Yeah, it'd be like, hey, Scriv and the peeps are out of pocket. If you asked Austin Booth to provide, he would provide content.
And also, Gert,
Ask him to like talk about like I
like Scriv and the peeps, whereby I am the peeps. Like there aren't any other people.
Well, by the way,
I don't want to individualize the peeps.
by contract with KTRD, you guys are obligated to try your best to show up. I'm not saying you're not off the I'm not relying on you guys, but you guys better fucking show up at some point.
Okay, all I'm saying is
I need a segment or two from you guys. From fucking
last
Europe.
time in Ghent, I was like, I'll get up early and
yeah.
And
I know.
and
I remember
do
you
all
trying
the
to
show.
plug in from Europe.
Next thing I know, I'm talking to a drunk French fry. And
At what time?
Yeah, I ended up sleeping in that night, but I did get a video out before I fell
Give
asleep.
me a roundabout like time estimate what it would be to patch into the polyester blend in like Benelux.
probably start at 4 a.m.
Oh, it would be like a 4 a.m. situation.
We go until about like noon.
Ooh.
We're about an 8-hour show, right?
But if we're working on a 12-hour version of the show. But Jeremy knows. There was a cutoff and we kind of made it. Jeremy got info when he needed it. He came through huge when he was in Europe. But I mean, you guys will be together. So if you guys want to think of a funny thing to do, or if you want to tell us what to do, and we can react to you.
But both times we're together are not. The only times we're together are not necessarily doing the show.
We can shoot video, Clayton.
That's what I'm saying. If you guys want to come up with a
we'll get some video shot. We don't need to discuss it all live.
Oh, you guys,
just like Clayton's pooping habits, we could
exactly.
we could wait
Jeremy,
to take it offline.
I'm gonna give.
Anyway, it is 6:40 a.m. in Amsterdam right now. Just to give you a sense of.
Oh, you guys are never.
Oh, how fucked it is.
It's never gonna work.
So, like I said, that is why I did not end up making it on the 100th anniversary show live.
Oh my god!
So I did. It was a lot of strength to not just pass out in bed before I got that video.
It's only 6:30 in Amsterdam. Right now?
All right. Well, this is what we're gonna do.
6:30
I think we all watched Barbarian. Do we all watch Barbarian?
I watched it tonight. Yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? Whoever said, was that you, Girk, who said no?
Oh no, I didn't say no.
Are we signing off?
We're gonna do if you want to join the Zoom link is at the very top of the YouTube chat. We are gonna talk Barbarian. I am so sorry. I thought with Ryan not be here, we're gonna get to the Relic next week. We're gonna get to the Relic next week. I swear to you guys, we're gonna talk the Relic next week. It'll be.
Wouldn't that be funny if you got to the Relic when half the important people from the show, me and some other guy, are in Europe.
If we have time,
The peeps.
I'm trying to think if we'll have time. I mean, we'll be losing.
No peeps.
We'll see. People, all I will say is this. It's the end of the show. All I want to say is that I didn't get to this. The one thing I want to say about Polyester Blend, earlier on when I was waiting for you guys, this is what I felt like.
Oh my God. That's me.
And then when Clayton was
after I find out the Sears bathroom.
And then when Clayton goes to Sears, I heard this. We'll be back next week. More Polyester Blend. We love you all. Have a great night. We'll see you later. Polyester Blend will be back next week in whatever form we find it. God bless.